And we are live. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the show. What's up, Pete Elwood? How's it going?
All right, Vass.
Living the dream, Vass. Living the dream.
Oh, yeah, always.
How are you, Vass?
I'm doing all right, man. Am I moving? I'm not stuck. Everything's good.
Oh, yeah.
Good stuff.
Technology is good tonight.
Right. So the topic of tonight's show is going to be we're going to be talking about Maximum Overdrive versus Trucks. We're going to be doing a comparison of the Stephen King adaptation of his short story from the Night Shift anthology book. But before we do that, we're just going to chill and we're going to have a go at playing a game.
Ooh.
So I hope you guys are up for this because I like my games.
Yeah,
so
we like our games.
I don't.
Oh, you got to pretend. You got to pretend.
This is it's not a versus game. We're going to play it together. We're going to get an answer, and then we're going to go for it. So we'll just we'll pick whatever we think. So let's share a screen. Can you guys see that?
Yes.
Right. So this is a higher or lower game. You know, like play a card, right? Bruce Forsyth. Same thing. It's a horror game. There's going to be 2 horror movies, and you got to tell us which one has the higher IMDb score. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We want the next one, and we see the one that won. Is it higher or lower than the next one?
Okay.
Sound all right? All right.
Like the sound of this, Vass? Yep.
Have you got your laptop on there, Peter?
Yes. Can you see it in my eyes?
Right. So the first movie is so look, my high score is 21. So let's try and beat 21. I already started playing it today.
Okay.
So the 2 movies we got is Dark Water from 2005 and Gothica from 2003. That's weird. I just watched Gothica a few days ago.
I'm stuck on that already.
I remember Robert Downey Jr. in that. It wasn't half bad actually. Proper stylish movie. Anyway, which do you think has the higher IMDb rating?
I'm going to go with Dark Water for me. Dark Water. Yeah? It's a bit more thespian and a bit less DreamWorks. So I'm going with Dark Water.
Yeah, I would say Dark Water. Dark Water. Only because we like Dark Water more than we like Gothica. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I don't even remember Dark Water, to be honest. I remember the original, but not the remake. Right, we're going to go with Dark Water.
Jennifer Connelly.
If we fall on the first hurdle, guys, I'm not going to be happy.
Okay.
5.6 Dark Water, 5.8 Gothica.
Oh,
come on, guys.
It's because we like that one more than the other one.
Because we like Jennifer. Okay.
Right, let's start again. That was a trial run. Okay,
that again. That was practice.
We're saying Jennifer Connelly meets the cave.
Oh my god, these are hard questions. These. So we've got Dead Calm from 1989, and we've got Thirst from 2009. Now, the both, I'm sure, got pretty high ratings. Yeah. Which one has got the higher rating, do you think?
Dead Calm, because it's had more time to get the ratings, hasn't it? 1989, you know what I mean?
Right.
That's true.
You talk through, I'll put some comments on.
For 20 years.
It's the real Vass Shady. It's the real Vassy. That other guy, yeah, I'm not a fan. Not a fan. Some guy keeps pretending to be me. Call him
no way. No way.
Anyway, who else have we got here? We got Cinephile Sanity. All right, mate. Yeah, you bang on time, mate. Bang on time. So what do we think, guys?
I'm agreeing with Elwood. Dead Calm.
Dead Calm. I think it's going to be third because I think that's super popular. Right, okay. We'll go with Dead Calm.
20 more years of votes.
6.8, 7.1. Right, third time lucky. We're going to get this, Sonny.
Yeah.
Right, okay. It's an easy one.
Razorhead, yeah.
Right. Let's get in the groove. Razorhead for sure. I might be double. 7.3 and Freddy's Dead is 4.7. Right.
I thought it'd be higher than 7.3.
Right. Razorhead 1977 versus Bride of Chucky. Which one's got the highest score? Stick with the Razorhead?
Stick with the Razorhead. It's got to be.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go for it. Yes, we got that one. Right. Between Bride of Chucky and Dr. Sleep 2019. What do you think?
Dr. Sleep.
Yeah, I'm reckoning Dr. Sleep's going to be in the 7s because people will be liking that movie.
Yeah.
7.3, yeah.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah, 3. We can do this. Oh, Videodrome and Dr. Sleep. What do you think? I'm thinking Dr. Sleep, guys.
Dr. Sleep.
I don't think Videodrome got higher than 7.3.
Yeah, Dr. Sleep. Yeah. No one liked Videodrome.
I like Videodrome.
I
don't remember it being such a short movie. I mean, we saw it a few weeks ago. Like, I hadn't seen it in a while. And it's
if people watch it today, they're not going to like it.
Yeah, I think the first 20-30 minutes ain't so good, but once it kicks in, man, I think it's really good, man. Proper trippy movie.
Oh, yeah.
So where we going with Dr. Sleep?
Yeah.
I guess so.
Anybody in the chat wanna tell without checking? Wanna give us a?
I'm not sure on this one, Mike. I have to say.
Right, let's go with Dr. Sleep, guys.
6.7.
Because me and I will think Dr. Sleep. Yeah.
6.7 Videodrome.
We'll take the fall. Oh, we did it. We're so close. Oh my god, that is so hard. Is the Hitcher got higher than a 7.2?
It deserves higher. Yeah. I've got to go with it.
What is it going to have?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the Hitcher got a remake and the Videodrome didn't, so maybe.
No, you wouldn't.
Okay, Hitcher, yeah. Yeah, definitely Hitcher.
Yeah.
Please give us the Hitcher.
If there's any justice, it's going to be the Hitcher.
Yeah, come on. Oh, it's the same. Still get it right. Flipping out. Right, they hit you 1986 and Don't Breathe 2016. That was it. It was a hit, wasn't it? And it was. I think got good reviews as well.
Yeah,
so what do you think?
I've got funny.
Stick with the Hitcher. I'm not a big Don't Breathe fan.
Stick with Hitcher.
Yeah, stick with the Hitcher. Yep.
Right, Hitcher for the win. Come on. Oh, we did it. We did
it. Nice one, Elwood. Nice one.
Nice. Okay. Well, we can take a breather. It's an easy one.
Yeah.
I think we're going to stick with Don't Breathe, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Is it that bad? Paranormal Activity 4?
Dead End. It's got to be Dead End.
Yeah?
Yeah. Great film, Dead End. Love Dead End.
Okay.
Dead End.
I hope everybody agrees with you.
I can't remember it.
Here we go. 6.5. Yeah, that's got decent rating.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, The Descent Part 2.
Nah, Dead End.
No.
The Descent Part 2 was pish.
Oh, Part 2.
It's good, man. I
didn't read that far.
I know, Part 2. If it was Part 1, definitely Part 1.
Incidentally, guys, you know Gareth, Video Tasties, he's interviewing Neil Marshall tomorrow night at 10 o'clock. And I'm going to be popping on just to ask him a question.
Oh,
nice.
Don't
mention his wife, man.
So
what's
what
happened to you? How about that?
Fellas, I'll tell you what it is. I've got a couple of questions, but knowing my luck, someone's going to ask those questions by the time it comes to my turn. So if you guys have any questions you want to ask, WhatsApp them to us, innit? And I'll have them as backups just in case my questions. I've got the questions already, but
ask him to talk. Would be nice. When I was at the Dead by Dawn festival years and years ago, he did this talk and he showed the rough cut trailer of The Descent, and it had the Aliens music on it as well. It was awesome. And he got asked a question about Dog Soldiers 2, and he talked. He talked through what the storyline was going to be. I think it was going to be in a sanatorium or something like that, an insane asylum. Ask him what the storyline.
That sounds brilliant.
Yeah, exactly. So maybe ask him about Dog Soldiers 2, what the storyline was going to be, and get him to talk about that, because all I remember it sounded fucking awesome. Yeah, definitely.
Why did he feel the need to do a Descent 2 before Dog Soldiers 2?
He didn't do Descent 2.
I'll ask him that as well. I'll ask him if he was offered Descent 2 and why he didn't take it.
Because he wanted to make all the shit that he made after that.
Yeah, I think he went on to make, is it Centurion after that?
It was like a Mad Maxy one, wasn't it?
One called Black Death.
Oh no, that's right.
Or was that somebody else?
No, it was it was the Mad Max one. You're right. That was next. I can't even remember the name of it.
I'm gonna have to gen up on this. Like I've got the Descent download. I've not watched it in years. I'm gonna watch it tomorrow before the thing. I know it's my favorite of his movies. Is the Descent.
Yeah, totally.
Anyway, so are we gonna go with the Dead End? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yes.
Yes.
We're up to 9. Okay. Friday the 13th final chapter versus Descent Part 2. What do we think about the
Final chapter. In fact, look, I'm wearing a t-shirt.
Hey,
it's a sign.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. I'm not sure what this one's going to be close. It's going to be close.
No, it'll be 5.8.
Right. Ready? Okay, here we go. 6. Nice. Nice. Right. Now, Elm Street 4 Dream Master or Final Chapter? Final Chapter. Yeah, I think pretty sure Final Chapter's going to get it.
Yeah. It's got Corey Feldman in. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Right. Here we go. Yes. Got that one. 11. We're up to 11. We're doing good.
This is good.
The Host. Oh, the
Horse. Big time. Yep.
7.1.
Nice.
Oh, that's a difficult one.
Yeah. I'm going to go with Dawn of the Dead for this one.
Yeah. What do you think, Elwood? Not what you like, what you think the IMDb rating is going to be.
2,000 for Dawn of the Dead. I don't know. A draw.
Yeah, it's gonna be super close.
Can you go a draw? No. I'll go with Peter.
Well, if it's a draw, we'll win either one. But oh man, I don't know. Should we stick with the Host?
Yeah.
Vasi, it's your show. Make the call.
I don't want to get a blip for it. We're doing so well. We're at 12 already.
It'll be a 7.
Yeah. Shit, man. I know a lot of people love
the critics loved it. Like the critics loved it. It was the first successful horror remake. Apart from
go with the Host. Should we go with the Host?
Go for it, Vas.
Yeah,
I don't want to. Yeah, I don't.
No, check no. Dawn of the Dead. Dawn of the Dead.
Go Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah,
Peter's been looking on his laptop and seeing his.
Oh, man, here we go.
No, I'm watching the stream on my laptop. I do have the TV on at the same time, so I can actually reach it. What have you pressed?
I'm going to press it now. Dawn of the Dead.
I think Dawn of the Dead.
Okay, here we go. Yes. Right. The Lighthouse.
Oh, the Lighthouse.
Not even higher.
Not even higher.
It's
higher, yeah?
Critics loved it.
Critics loved it. Yeah. Yeah, go on then. 7.4. Oof, so close.
Oh, that's close.
Right. Oh my god, this is so hard. I saw the Devil's
fantastic.
I still haven't seen it, dude.
Have you not?
I remember it.
No,
it's great. It's just a great film.
Can't remember that one.
Which one do you think?
I think The Lighthouse will be higher.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I saw The Devil's just a better film, big time. But
yeah,
the be more popular. Love The Lighthouse there.
Lighthouse. Right on. Here we go. Oh, god damn it!
Oh.
God damn it!
To be fair enough. Like 7.8 because it is great, but. Yeah. Damn it.
Do you want to quickly do a speed round and then we'll move on?
Speed round. Okay.
Speed round. Right. Quick as you can here, right?
Right.
Army of Darkness in the Mouth of Madness.
Army of Darkness.
Mouth of Madness.
Army of Darkness. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it's a good score though for Mouth of Madness.
Yeah, it's not.
Army of Darkness.
Army of Darkness. Yeah.
Yeah.
Friday the 13th. Oh, Friday the 13th.
Oh, Friday the 13th.
Yeah. Oof, that's low. That's lower than I thought it was going to be.
I told you it was
right. Okay, stick Friday the 13th, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, Curse of Michael Myers is my favourite.
X3, go higher.
Higher. 6.5, was that it?
Yeah, I know. Scream, for sure. It's going to be higher.
Yeah.
7.4. Wow, Scream's got a really good score. From Dusk Till Dawn, Scream. I think Scream, yeah?
Yeah.
Scream. Yeah.
Ooh, it's close. Poltergeist. I think Poltergeist is going to get this.
Yeah? Poltergeist has to be.
Yeah.
It's got to be an 8.
Ooh, I thought it'd be higher.
Me too.
Resident. Oh, stick with Poltergeist. Yeah.
Stick with Poltergeist.
Absolutely.
Oh,
do you remember what it was?
I can't remember what it was.
I can't remember.
I think Don't Breathe, wasn't it? I think.
Yeah, it was like 7.1. I think.
Yeah.
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 Good remembering. Rosemary's. Well, gotta be Rosemary's Baby.
Rosemary's Baby. Yeah.
8.
Oh, we're laughing on the next one here.
The Mist. Oh, Rosemary's Baby. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty high. The Mist. Interview with the Vampire. I'm not a huge fan of The Mist. It's fine, but it's good, but not. I don't think it's great. Quickly, pick one.
Interview with the Vampire. Yeah. Higher. Yeah.
Yes. That's too high, man.
That is too high. Midsommar.
That's not even a horror film. God damn it.
Critics loved it though.
7.6.
Which one do you think?
I mean, the critics did love Midsommar. Like,
it's not about the critics though, is it? It's about the IMDb rating.
Is that not how it gets the rating?
No, it gets it from people who are like subscribed to IMDb doing reviews.
Oh, right, okay.
It's got to be an 8.
In that case, lower. Interview with the Vampire is a more enjoyable movie if these ratings are done by the average Joe. If it's critics, Midsommar.
Oh yeah.
So, what do you think? As the people said, Midsommar or Interview?
I would still say it's higher.
Do you think? I'll go with the majority then.
Midsommar?
Go for it.
Here we go. Oh God, here we go. Oh shit.
Peter was right.
Right. That's it. We're done.
Well, we got 13 though. That's not bad. Speed round.
I've got 21 on my own.
Never
mind. Right, let's get rid of that. Stop screen. All right. Okay. Cool.
Can I show you something? Before we move on? Right.
Yeah, sure.
Look at this. Right. So short. Oh, can you see it? Right. Do you recognize that picture?
Yeah, Return of the Living Dead.
Return of the Living Dead. Right. Watch this. Oh, not that one.
Absolutely, man.
It's fucking the same person, man. I was watching the Grammys and I was like, she reminds me of somebody.
Who is she? I recognize her. I don't know who she is.
Miley Cyrus.
Oh, Miley Cyrus. Okay.
Yeah, Miley Cyrus.
Yeah, man, for sure.
That was it. Just thought, couldn't wait to tell you.
Good observation, that, Peter.
Thank you, dude. Thank you.
Oh, you'll be pleased to know
let's get on to the main event.
The other Maximum Overdrive live stream has now ended.
Has it?
Yeah, so obviously we'll get all the Maximum Overdrive.
The real one begins now.
The real one
all the traffic to us, you see.
Okay, right. Let me stick the intro on, and then we'll talk about Maximum Overdrive.
Just before you do, can I show you one thing? This is pretty amazing, right? A mate was texting me the other night, and he's been dicking around with that ChatGPT business, right? So he wrote to ChatGPT, give me the plot for a sequel to the film The Hitcher, where Jim Halsey from the first film is now turning into the Hitcher. Okay, so ChatGPT wrote, in the sequel, Jim Halsey, haunted by the events of the first film, begins to experience a disturbing transformation into the Hitcher himself. As he grapples with this dark alter ego, a new wave of grisly crimes unfold, mirroring the original Hitcher's modus operandi. Halsey must confront his own inner demons whilst being pursued by law enforcement, forcing him to unravel the mystery behind his sinister metamorphosis and put an end to the cycle of violence. And then he wrote, where's it set? And then ChatGPT wrote, the sequel unfolds in a variety of locations, including eerie highways, desolate small towns, and urban areas, creating a tense and unpredictable atmosphere. The shifting settings reflect Jim Halsey's internal battle. How good does that sound, ChatGPT? I'm gonna get it to write stuff.
ChatGPT's writing screenplays now.
Why? That's nuts. That's it.
Well, sounds better than the actual Hitcher 2, which wasn't that good.
Totally.
Right. Okay. Right. Let's stick the intro on, and we'll talk about the Stephen King films.
Honey, come on over here, sugar buns. This machine just called me an asshole.
Maximum Overdrive. Drugs.
Hi. My name is Stephen King. I'm gonna scare the hell out of you. So come and spend some time with me and my friends.
The big bad wolf. 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 The big bad wolf.
Oh,
good intro, that was good intro.
I had to change the song from when I did the promo because I got a pretty copyright thing on it, and it said it's blocked it in a bunch of countries. So I thought I better change the stream and change the song. But do you guys know I've still got that copyright strike? I still got the community strike I had from when we did the live stream for Retribution.
Yeah,
I still got that community strike on my channel. I don't know how long it takes for them to drop it because I'm sure it's not permanent, but I'm sure it's been like 6-7 months. And that sucker's still on there. Every time I go onto my bloody my channel, like on my bit of the channel, it's like it's there all the time. You got this. Like, watch out!
Your cards are still marked, Vass. We've got an eye on you.
So be careful.
Shit. Okay.
So yeah, I'd like to know what you guys think of just generally before we go into it. Are you guys a fan of Maximum Overdrive since you've watched it again recently? Because I hadn't seen it for a long time.
I would say yes. Yes, I quite enjoyed watching it again.
Yeah, it's a fun movie, isn't it? It's a fun
quite
movie.
Fun. Ridiculous.
I think
quite fun.
Yeah, totally. Almost as ridiculous as Trucks. But
yeah,
look, I think there's a few things wrong with Trucks, with Maximum Overdrive. The first thing is that trailer that I showed is Stephen King saying, "I'm going to scare the hell out of you." And if you watch the whole trailer, he says, "And that's a promise." He says that, and that's a promise. And he broke that promise because it's not scary.
Cameras over here.
One eye's looking at you, the other one's looking for you.
And I think the second thing wrong with it is the fact that in the movie they've gone with it being like an alien influence on the trucks and the machines. They've used an alien influence instead of being supernatural like it is in Christine. It's supernatural, isn't it? So because it's supernatural, like anything can happen. So whatever is happening that seems fantastic and like doesn't has no explanation. It's supernatural, so you can go along with it. But in this one, because it's an alien force, it's like, well, if they're just controlling it, how there's a bunch of things we'll talk about that the trucks are doing that just doesn't make any sense at all. It just could not happen. And I think the third thing wrong, which goes for Maximum Overdrive and Trucks, is the characters. There's like no good characters in the movie apart from Emilio Estevez in Maximum Overdrive because it's Emilio Estevez and he's cool. But even Emilio Estevez in Maximum Overdrive, I don't think he's as good as he is in some of his later movies. I reckon from Young Guns on, Emilio Estevez is like cool as anything, but like he's good in this movie, like, and he's good in Breakfast Club, but like he's not the best thing in the Breakfast Club. Judd Nelson's the best thing in, and some of the Brat Pack ones he was in, he's good in them, but they're ensembles. He doesn't really stick out too much. And then Young Guns came along, and he was the man in Young Guns. And then all his movies in there, like Judgment Night, and he's just awesome in all those things. Loaded Weapon, and he's brilliant. But he is the best thing and best character in Maximum Overdrive. But the rest are like just annoying or just kind of nondescript. There's like no good character, which is weird because it's Stephen King, and like he writes good characters. And the thing about Stephen King is he writes. I think what he's best at is the antagonist, the baddies. They're always the most memorable. Like in Misery, James Caan is cool, but the woman, I've forgotten her name. She's like awesome. She's really, really good, isn't she? So it's always like Pennywise is the thing in it, isn't it? Because it's the monster, it's the creature, it's the antagonist is always the best thing. And the trucks also, like, I mean, really, the trucks are the best thing, especially the Green Goblin one.
Green Goblin,
it's the best thing in the movie. I'm surprised that the characters and the dialogues aren't a little bit better since he literally directed the movie. You think he would have put a little bit more effort into it, but
he said in an interview that he didn't really bother with fleshing out the characters at all. He said that he wanted to make a moron movie. That's what he said. Moron movie. That's what he classed. I don't know whether that's just sour grapes after he
might be
and went, oh shit, that's a piece of shit. But yeah, he said he wasn't interested in fleshing out the characters one little bit. He kind of he boosted up the Comet storyline to make it not just trucks, so it would be more interesting. That's what kind of came on board. But apparently, I think he wanted Bruce Springsteen to play the lead role in the movie. Yeah, and Dino De Laurentiis forced Emilio Estevez on him and said, no, we're having this guy, he's already established. And apparently that's when he lost his passion for the project and just got drunk and coked up to the eyeballs every day, apparently.
If Estevez wasn't in it, it would definitely be like a lesser movie. But like the potential is like totally there because there's some key scenes that are like really good. But like all the bits in between when it's just the folks that are in the truck stop, it's just in that interesting. And half the times I can't even understand what they're bloody saying. They've got this really thick southern accent, especially the guy that owns the truck stop.
He was my favorite.
I liked him the best. I liked him the best.
I can't understand the flipping word he says. I don't know what this means.
Bubba. He called everyone Bubba, didn't he? He was like, Bubba. Who the fuck's Bubba? And he's calling everyone Bubba.
I like it when he broke the news to that little boy that his dad was dead and that. He broke it in a very harsh way. That I was like, exactly.
So let's actually that brings us nicely on. So I listened to the audiobook of the short story. It is super short. It's like 45 minutes long. The short story, and the short story trucks he wrote it ages and ages ago because Night Shift is like from the late 70s, and he had wrote it before that, before even he started doing, and just stuck it into that Night Shift anthology book. And in the short story there's no explanation whatsoever of what's happening, why it's happening. There's no like leading to the story. The story is a bunch of people at the truck stop, and the trucks are alive. They're already alive, and they're already circling the truck stop. And you get a little bit of backstory of some of the people in there, but basically that's all it is. It's them, and they're talking about how they're going to get out, and thinking they're talking about the trucks are going to take over, and we're going to be the slaves, and then it just ends, and that's it. And then it just ends. It's just like a little like slice of like this is happening, and then it finishes. I mean, it's not that great, like, but so I'll show the explainer at the beginning of the movie. And let me just see if I can get that up here. So that's the explainer. So that's the main first difference between Maximum Overdrive and his short story Trucks. Is that he's put in an explanation that wraps around at the end, and it said that there's a what does it say? It says there's on June 19th, 1987, the Earth passed into the tail of a comet, and it's going to be there for the next 8 days, and this is what triggers the machines to have a life of their own and start trying to kill people. And at the end of the movie, there's going to be spoilers all the way through this, by the way, guys. At the end of the movie, we find out that they found a UFO in that tail, hiding in that tail, and they blew it up.
Russians helped us all.
Yeah.
Save us.
So I'll just get rid of that.
Yeah, that was a bit weird, that having them up. Maybe he watched the final cut and thought, that makes no sense. Put it on the start and some at the end.
I mean, if you're going to change it, I seriously would have had some sort of supernatural reason for it or something. The alien thing it doesn't work for in my opinion, it doesn't work for the movie because you're not thinking about aliens when the movie's going on. So they just stuck that bit there and said the reason for everything you're going to see in the next hour and a half is this, and it's like it just doesn't balance when you're going through because stuff's happening that just doesn't make sense. That's the reason, but we'll get onto that. But actually, I gotta show you this. So when I was making my thumbnail, there's like 20 different box arts for like posters for Maximum Overdrive. There's loads of them. There's so many. Most of them, the Green Goblin truck is like front and center. And then I was looking at the trucks, the TV movie trucks, and there's not so many posters for that, and most of them are awful. They're just Photoshop 10-minute jobs, horrendous. But I did find one that I thought was cool, and I thought, okay, I'll use that one. And then I put it up to do my thumbnail, and I thought, and I had a Green Goblin poster for Maximum Overdrive, and then I was looking at the trucks one, and I was thinking, you know what, that looks super familiar to me. And then I went back and looked at all the different posters I'd seen of Maximum Overdrive, and I saw the one from a German release of Maximum Overdrive, and then I saw it. Oh shit, that's the wrong thing. That's from ages ago. Sorry, guys. That's from ages ago. I've just looked at this. Hold on, slides. That one, and I think it's on the next page. Hold on. Bear with us. From studio. And then I saw it. They used the exact same poster. The trucks. They've just literally ripped off the exact same one for Maximum Overdrive and superimposed trucks over the top of it. It's the same poster. Can you believe it? It's the same story, but they've said, okay, we'll just use the same poster because it's basically the same story. But is that nuts or what? It's exactly the same. There's no difference. Yeah, it's the same thing. I don't know.
It's a good poster, though. I like that one, man.
It is a good poster. It's a good poster, but and it's weird. I saw it for trucks, and I thought that's a cool poster for trucks because the rest are all so crap. And then it's like, well, it's good because it's not their poster. They just nicked it from that Overdrive. That is absolutely nuts. Right. So anyway, I just had to mention that. Oh shit! Did I just take Pete off? Didn't mean to do that, Pete.
All right. A little notification came up there. You've been removed. I was like, oh, okay.
Right. Yeah. So Maximum Overdrive. So we've talked about how it starts. It's an alien influence. That's it's the rise of the machines is what it is. So at the start of the movie, we the first glimpse that something's not right that we see is on this what do they call them bridges? The ones that open up, like a drawbridge over a river, isn't it?
It's not a swing bridge, isn't it? Not. It's a
What are those bridges called? Anyway, I've got a clip. We'll quickly show the clip. I've tried to condense these clips. I've edited them all down, keep them as short as possible. But anybody who's watching in the chat, if the stream starts going back a little bit and then coming back on, please mention in the comments, because that means YouTube's copyright is having a freak out because I'm using stuff that they don't want me to use. So if that happens, please let us know straight away, and I'll stop using clips. I'll just use these very, very short clips because I've got a ton of clips queued up, and I want to and all the best scenes in the movie. So that's all to come. So hopefully, fingers crossed, they'll let us show them all. Right, so we'll have the drawbridge. Let's have a quick look. I think that's quite a cool scene. I don't think I've seen it like when it's been one vehicle going up one of them drawbridge and it goes up. But I've never seen it when it's like a bunch of vehicles on a drawbridge and it goes up and there's just like chaos. I've never seen that before or since.
Do you know how they did that? Do you know how they did that? They built a miniature bridge, and in false perspective, they set a camera up right next to the real bridge. They put the miniature bridge in front of it, but the perspective, the way they shot it, it's like the real bridge. So they asked the people on the real bridge to lift the bridge, and at the same time, they lifted the model bridge, so it looks real. The cars are miniatures sliding down and everything like that. But what they did on the real bridge walkways on either side of the model, they had extras on the real bridge, so it looked like they were all on the same bridge, screaming. So it's just a false perspective shot of a model. Really, really good the way they did it.
Yeah, I never noticed any like that was obviously a model.
Yeah,
that looked like it was all practical to me.
Totally, really good.
I noticed how the bridge wasn't even like 45 degrees, and they were falling down it like it was like that.
I do like that guy. I do like that guy on the bike, like flying down.
That would have been all right. It would just went like that and went back down. It would have been fine. Just use your handbrake.
That woman gets far too scared of a fucking watermelon. Like, I have to say, I noticed that when she's like, Rah! I'm like, how about duck? And how about it's just a watermelon? You know what I mean? You're gonna be all right.
A watermelon flying at you from above in the glass above you. I would panic myself.
So I'm guessing when the bridge goes like that, and the biker guy falls down there, there must be a little gap at the bottom. Then is there?
Is it a gap, yeah.
Yeah, because he fell in the water, didn't he?
Oh, yes, he did. Yeah, yeah. The stunt. The stunt, like,
he just fell that way.
Yeah, totally. That was do you know what? It's a good little set piece. I like the fact that it started off in the mid-credit scene, and there's carnage in the mid-credit scene. It's always a good way to start the movie. And do you know what? When going back to Maximum Overdrive, rewatching it, it's a really nice way to start a movie. It sets you up thinking, oh, this movie's going to zip along pace-wise. It's nice and flitty. It's going to be carnage all the way through. I just wish the rest of the film was as fun as the credit, as the opening credit scene. It kind of falls in, for me anyway. It falls into tedium. Throughout the movie for me, unfortunately. I'm not a huge fan of either, but I find Maximum Overdrive at least fun.
Yeah, I think that was intentional by Stephen King. I mean, it's a good point you make. It's like the very first thing you see is the bit I showed on my intro of him using the cash machine, and it's like totally ludicrous but funny. And Stephen King like saying, "This movie's going to be a ride. Don't take it too seriously. Just have fun with it," which plays well, because when we move on to Trucks is played dead serious, and because of that, you don't give it as much leeway for all the crazy stuff that happens. You don't give it a pass on anything, because it's made so seriously, and the tone is so serious, as opposed to this one, which like starts off wacky and then stays wacky throughout. So
I finished watching Trucks today, and then immediately turned on Maximum Overdrive. And I have to say, for the first 10-15 minutes until I realized that I was watching Maximum Overdrive, after coming out of Trucks, it felt like I was watching Citizen Kane, man. You know what I mean? It felt like I was watching the fucking best movie I've ever seen. Like, cinematography is really nice in Maximum Overdrive. It's shot really well. Oh, incidentally, do you know about the cinematographer of Maximum Overdrive?
I got blind, didn't he?
Got blinded eye. He lost an eye, right?
Is it?
Yeah. So Dino De Laurentiis, he basically, Stephen King had said, listen, I'll do the movie as long as you promise, if you think I'm doing a shit job, you'll fire us. And he went, yeah, okay, no problem. But he was never going to fire him because it's Stephen King directing a movie, and that's what he thought would be the big draw, blah, blah. So what he did was he hired this Italian guy, this renowned cinematographer, done many, many movies before, and thought, well, Stephen King's lack of knowledge will be made up by this guy who's, watching his back, getting the right shots and all that, blah, 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 blah. And I think he's filming a lawnmower scene where the lawnmower just takes off after the little boy, and the cinematographer says to Stephen King, we should probably take the blade out, Steve. And he goes, no, keep it for authenticity. That I want this to be real. So
no one's gonna know. No one's gonna know.
So he's behind the camera. Well, that's what the cinematographer said. He said, you can't see it. And he goes, no, for authenticity, we keep it. So the camera's there, and the lawnmower's coming towards it, and the blade hits a fucking piece of wood or something, and a splint just fucking launches straight into this guy's eye. Yeah. Production shut down for 2 weeks while this guy had to get his eye removed, came back to the set 2 weeks later with an eye patch. Fucking this world-renowned cinematographer. Fucking,
He needs his eyes. He's a cinematographer. He bloody needs his eyes.
To be fair, I can't remember the name of the photographer. You remember this, Elwood? We were in design college, and our photography teacher told us about this photographer. I don't know if it was David Bailey, but it was some world-renowned photographer. He lost the sight in one eye, or he lost an eye. Point is, he only had one eye, and he got depressed. He wasn't able to do his work and all this. And his wife came home from work one day and goes, what you been up to? And he goes, I've just been for a walk. And he goes, what do you do when you walk? And he goes, I just look at nature and stuff like that. And so she buys him a camera, and anyway, he fucking starts taking photographs. And now he's a world famous photographer because the camera also only has one eye. So whenever he was observing anything, he was seeing what the lens would see. So therefore, he effectively became a camera. So you never know. Stephen King might have done this boy a favor. I think he went on to do movies for another 12 years, so it didn't stop his career or anything like that. But
and he got a big out-of-court settlement.
Interesting.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh,
because that woman on the other stream just.
Oh, all right, okay, nice.
He put a lawsuit in for 18 million, and it got settled out of court.
Ooh, okay, so he's did well out of it then, mind you. Yeah. Well, that's a good question, man. If someone said to you 12 million, Elwood, but I want one of your eyes, would you take the 12 million? I think I would take the 12 million. I could live with one eye, it's fine.
At this late stage in life, maybe I could do with just one eye.
Yeah.
Wear sunglasses, isn't it?
Exactly.
Right. So, okay. So, after that scene, we get a bunch more other little scenes, just showing the machines going haywire. And I've got a little clip.
Greed. Honestly, greed. That man had so many free packets of fags in his fucking jacket and all that. He was about to leave. He's got all that money and that. And he's like that. Ooh, what's that? And I'm like, no,
was he getting hypnotized by the game? Was that what it was?
Yeah.
That what was?
Yeah, hypnotized. But I don't like that knife bit, man. That's I remember when I was like a young'un and I watched Maximum Overdrive for the first time. The scene where she gets it in the arm,
the bread knife.
stuck with me. That it stuck with me for a while. When I think of Maximum Overdrive, I don't think of the truck. I think of that fucking knife in the arm. It's grim.
Yeah. I don't know if it's a callback or a reference, but in Trucks, the guy, the chef dude behind the counter, is using one of those, and they're like focusing on it on the same electric knife thing. So they use that one in Trucks as well. But I don't know. It doesn't do anything, but he's just using it, and they just show it, and then they move on. I don't know if that was a reference or not. It might be just a coincidence. Maybe everyone was using them in the 80s and 90s. I don't know. Yeah. I've never had one.
Both chefs on both movies didn't look the best, like the food they were cooking, and
no, totally bad.
It didn't look that good, didn't it?
Yeah, I think on Maximum Overdrive, she's like struggling with an egg and her fucking hair's in there and everything. Man, she's like that, and her fucking hair and all this. I'm like that, going, fuck that. Think about your personal hygiene here, man. Jesus.
Yeah. So anyway, so far, so awesome. Really enjoying the movie. And next we get to the baseball scene on the baseball pitch.
I like that scene.
Got a little clip. Let's have a look.
What the hell?
I love it. Wow. I do like kids getting ran over by steamrollers.
Didn't his head explode?
No, just got smushed.
No, I'm sure the original one, his head exploded and they cut it, didn't it? I think so.
Maybe. Don't know. No, I've never seen that.
Like it.
No, I've never seen that, but you might be right. I'll tell you what, I don't know if they think we've never seen a soda machine, but as far as I'm aware, all these machines that they drop, they don't shoot out. They don't have the capacity to shoot out because that wouldn't make sense for it to do that. They just drop and you get in there and grab it out. So there's nothing that would push it out of the machine.
If you go back to that clip, you can see the two holes. It's clearly one of them fucking baseball machines. They've got two baseball machines in the fucking thing. It's like, totally. But yeah, you can see the two holes, man, where they fucking just pick up instead of a baseball, they're just the Hoss and cans in there and that. But I tell you what, the blow to the head. Oh, I feel that. I feel that every time I watch that. I felt it just then when I watched it. I was like, oh, I believe that would actually fucking kill you. And I like the gore as well because he's literally got a hole in his head. I like that. I'm still enjoying the movie at this point. It's still pacing on, To be fair, I kind of wanted to see a movie of just following that kid about, because everywhere he was going, it was catastrophe, and and I was thinking the movie should be about him.
I'll tell you what. Let's have a look at some of that catastrophe because I got a little clip.
Oh, nice.
The reports we have are all the same. Machines apparently operating by themselves or under the direction of some agency we don't understand are going on a homicidal rampage. Only one thing is completely certain this morning, and that is no machine is to be trusted. Unplug all the electrical appliances.
How slow is that lawnmower?
That's the scene. That's the scene where he must be
so slowly. It's like it's not. Is that dangerous? I mean, are you scared of it? Because it's barely moving, dude. You can walk away from that sucker, and you wouldn't harm you. Yeah. And then some lady was killed by a hairdryer. It's like wrapped around the neck.
I like the dog. I like the dog killed by a toy police car, and that dog's going like that, toy.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't. You don't explain how these things happen. You just see the aftermath, and it's like, how do you get from an alive little toy car, and why is that toy car coming alive? Because during the whole movie, no cars come alive, only trucks.
No,
and
everything
comes alive. That's not correct. There's a woman who has had her window put up. She's in a car, but only the protagonist cars don't come back to them.
That's exactly what I mean.
There's
a newlywed couple, and they're getting chased down by a truck. But if I was an alien and I was controlling this truck and I wanted to do that, why did I just possess the bloody car instead of the truck? And then do something with that. It doesn't make any sense. Why would you do that?
That scene where he's wandering around and there's bodies all over the place, and then and everybody's met to different fates and stuff like that. I was getting M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong's The Happening vibes from there. I thought, it feels like The Happening again.
Happening again. No.
Oh no, I totally. It felt like The Happening.
I think that it goes back to the problem I was having is that because it's aliens, what are the rules? The rules are not defined, so it's like. So no, it's like with werewolves. There's like the certain number of rules. Vampires, there's rules. You know the rules. Stick by the rules. Even Scream, everything's got rules. And then, but this one, it's like pick and choose, and it's like it just kind of just puts you off balance. So you can't
remember. It's a moron movie.
Yeah,
it's a moron movie. Once you say it's a moron movie, you can get away with anything. You can do whatever the fuck you want. Then, yeah.
So let's. Oh, I got a comment there. Let's have a look.
The Undead of Night.
Undead of Night. All right, man. How you doing? Hey, guys. Not a big fan of either versions, but King and AC/DC makes Maximum Overdrive watchable. Remove these two, and you get boredom of trucks. It is slightly repetitive. Trucks even more so repetitive. Trucks. The same thing happening over and over again. But
at least they have bazookas in Maximum Overdrive. Fucking bazookas helped a lot.
Yeah, that's what I was literally just about to say. Maximum Overdrive leans into the action more than it does the horror, for sure. And those are the fun bits. I mean, I love a good explosion, and trucks. I find trucks pretty cinematic. I've got to be honest, like big mean looking things, and like the some fright that we have had from those things, a big truck following you or whatever. Oh, there's another. The only scene trucks that came close to the silliness of Maximum Overdrive was the remote control toy truck making a ramp to break through a wall. Not just making the ramp, dude. It's that whole scene is just more and more nuts. How that happens and how that postman gets killed is just like I don't know how they made that work because it doesn't work at all.
Sorry,
just walk away. Walk away. That's all you need to do. Kick it. Just kick it.
Exactly. It's just a toy.
Well, I've got that clip coming up. Just on it for a few minutes. So we're still on Maximum Overdrive, and we've been going backwards and forwards from the truck stop, and little things happening, but nobody realizes what's going on. That the trucks are. Oh, let me get rid of that comment. Nobody's realized yet that the trucks have a mind of their own. So we've been going backwards and forwards from the truck stop to all the stuff that's been happening around it. So I think it's happening everywhere. Yeah. You're getting that impression. These machines have come alive. It was on the radio in that last clip saying machines have come alive and beware of machines, turn all your machines off or whatever. So finally we get to some truck tracks in the truck stop, and let's take a look.
I like that scene. Poor Duncan, man. He gets diesel in his eyes and that, and next thing you know, he gets flattened. But when he rolls over afterwards and that, no blood. Weird. And
yeah, exactly. He probably gets smushed. I mean, there's like a bucket of, like a bag of blood, and then next he looks like he's just been like injured.
Do you know what? The second one with the salesman gets where the truck reverses and he gets launched and all that, right? I watched it and I thought, that wouldn't have done that. That wouldn't have done that. And the reason why I know this is because that happened to me, right? When I was a kid, I was chasing the ice cream van, right? Chasing the fucking ice cream van round. And, you know, he's going around the corner and I'm like, missing ice cream. So I'm fucking chasing. He stops, right? And I'm like, finally, and, you know, I can see the ice cream van and getting close to me because I'm running up towards it. And then he reverses, right? And then fucking, I'm running towards the reversing fucking ice cream van, right? So all I saw was mind that child hit me right in the fucking head, man. Slap, right? And then fucking he put his brakes on. He was like, "Are you all right, son?" I'm on the floor. Going, can I have a fucking 99 Yorkie, please? Yeah. So he wouldn't have got launched like that because that is fucking. I know exactly what that feels like. So
it's weird. He's getting the truck's coming towards him. He doesn't go left or right. He just goes backwards. I mean, literally, just move out the way, dude. Move out the way.
It's the Prometheus, isn't it? It's Prometheus again. Fucking Prometheus, Charlize Theron, and that fucking the ship's massive. It's like a skyscraper size, and it's coming down directly. And they're just running, and I'm like, go left, go right, go anyway but that way, you fucking idiot. You've literally got about a minute before it hits you. Just go left and right. Fucking ridiculous. So we'll call that the Prometheus theory, mate. That's what that is. It's something happens. It turns people into lemmings.
He's crazy.
Yeah.
So now it's established the trucks, they've got a mind of their own and they're after blood. So the trucks have penned everybody in this truck stop, and the trucks are now circling around, and they've got sinister intentions on their mind. I've got a little clip. That was the wrong one. The next one is the next one. Sorry. So they're trapped. They're trapped in the truck stop.
Yep.
Could they not just all park in a circle? They're wasting all the diesel, aren't they?
Aye, that's what I thought. There's other ways to do this.
The meeting ought to sort it out later.
Yeah.
So now we're going to bring other characters into the story, and so we've got this kid who was on the baseball field, who's the son of one of the guys at the truck stop. And we followed him from the baseball field, and he's went through the town, and stuff's happening everywhere around him, and he's making his way to the truck stop, and we introduced this newlywed couple. The woman in it is super annoying all the way through the movie. And actually, the women in the movie are
Lisa Simpson.
Very annoying. Very, very, very annoying. There's one, like the main lady, Emilio Estevez's love interest. She's like a bit nondescript, a bit bland. But the other ones around are just every time they come on screen, I'm like, no. Actually, I'll forward it just to show the clip, just to show you, because this woman here who works behind the counter, she's proper annoying. Have a look. Hysterical woman, absolutely hysterical. What do you think is going to happen? Just hysterical.
To be fair,
so in trucks, we haven't got no trucks yet, but there's a woman just like it in trucks who's just hysterical, and she walks off and gets herself killed. Just had enough. Just walks off and just lets herself get killed. She walks up a bank, and the truck comes behind her. She's just walking away. I've had enough of this. I'm not doing this anymore. All
she had to do was stay on the bank. She was like halfway up the bank, and I thought, there you go, you cracked it. You've cracked it. No truck can get you there. And then she goes, no, I'll get on the road. And I'm like, no,
even to tear down the whole truck stop, which they do in both movies. You can just stay on the incline, and nothing can get you. Nothing can get you. But anyway, logic is not the strong point of these movies, by the way.
No. She's probably never been in a movie before, never been in a movie since. You can imagine Stephen King going up there and saying, this is your moment. Own it.
Just went for it.
Own it. You've got to go out there and give it everything you've got. And she's like, wah!
I mean, she picked up that bazooka like it wasn't even there. She was like just holding it like that.
Yeah.
And it was loaded. It went off.
I went pretty light. Them things, man. She like that. It goes like a Nerf gun and that like that. It's absolutely fine with it. But hey,
yeah, some girl there. What was her name? What was her name? In the movie?
No idea.
Wendy or Mindy or
Mindy sounds good. I like Mindy.
Something like Wendy.
Mindy. Yeah.
So Maximum Overdrive, what it's got up against trucks for sure is it's punctuated with trucks exploding all the way through the movie. Just trucks exploding. Nice little stop it getting boring. After every 15 minutes, you'll see a truck explode. So, like I said, when the newlyweds, the new characters get introduced, they get chased a Mack truck that is.
Oh no!
Am I still moving?
The same pause when he comes back. I think that.
Mummy!
Am I still on okay? Am I still moving all right?
You're back. Is he back? No, yeah.
Yes.
Am I okay? Right. I don't know what happened there. Just went. So we'll show this little clip here of the newlyweds. I wouldn't have married her, like God.
Oh, I mean, I was thinking the same thing there, Vass. I was thinking to myself, what an unreasonable lady. He's getting chased, he's shitting himself, and she's going, Katie, make him stop following us. And I'm like, what an unreasonable request that is. How the fuck can you do that, man?
The whole movie. Yeah, it's like, oh my God. I would have kicked her out the car and just left with the truck stop. Kicked her out right there. Sort yourself out. Right, so they make their way to the truck stop, and they find them. They see the truck stop being circled by trucks, and the husband is like, "I can make it through there if I just get the right timing. I can get between the two trucks."
Yeah.
And the wife is like, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" Blah blah blah. But he goes for it, and it doesn't turn out so well. So I've got this little clip as well.
Ain't on time.
I would have left her in that bloody car.
Come on, nice, totally, man.
Right, so there's a fight back now. So it just so happens that the owner of the truck stop, he's got an arms cache in the cellar, and he's like, right, I've had enough of this. So he brings out the big guns, and we get a fight back against the deadly trucks. Let's have a look.
All right, Bubba, stick with up your home sick. Fucking truck's supposed to be depot. Yeah, I bet shit, Bubba. Come on, honey, run. Yeah.
Yeah. He said, adios, motherfucker, didn't he?
Yeah.
I think you watched the cut version. Or was that later on?
He does say later on. He says "adios, motherfucker" when he gets the Green Goblin one. Yeah, that's right. Did you notice the first two bazooka strikes? The knee missile hits them like it just blows up. It's like the Pentagon. No missile at all. Like nothing hits the Pentagon. It just blows up. Like, but it's but the second one, the third one, they got it right. You can actually see the bazooka going into the truck. I like that, man.
Nighttime.
Yeah, good point. Yeah. You think the guy would tell them to move, like these folk that they've just gone out to rescue, and that he goes, I know, I'll tell you what I'll do, jokingly. I'm not even pissed, I'm sober, but I'm going to fire a bazooka directly through them at the truck, and that he just goes.
Bubba doesn't care about anyone.
I'd be upset with him, like after that. Like, do you know what you did?
So he's they're all trapped there all night long. The trucks are going round and round, and in the morning time, so the trucks are starting to run out of fuel, and so because they've got this intelligence, these trucks, and they must all be communicating with each other. They bring along a bulldozer and like a little, what is it with the machine gun on? What would you call that?
It's a
Like a little
golf
buggy, like a little buggy thing with a machine gun on, and that wakes them up, and they're confronted with that. The bulldozer rams the front of the truck stop, and Bubba, he no likey that, so he gets his grenade gun out, and let's have a look.
You want a war? You got one.
Hey man, I wouldn't do that.
Shut up, brother.
Shit.
I like that chicken chip.
I don't know why those people didn't get down straight away. Literally,
He was waiting for that, wasn't he? He was waiting.
4 or 5 people are while the machine gun fires. 4 or 5 people get hit in the space of like 40 seconds. Literally after the first shot, everyone should have been ducking down and just stayed there. But for some reason, everyone's just standing there going, huh? And getting shot, which is just nuts. But so at this point in the movie, they're worried that they're going to just the trucks are going to come in, tear the place down, and kill them all. But now my memory's going a little bit. They start sending a message, with the horns. Is that trucks or is that maximum
Morse
Overdrive?
code. Yeah, Morse code.
Yeah, Morse code. So that's in
the
the story as well. There's a little kid there, and he was in the Boy Scouts, just like he says in this one. And I know Morse code. And so in the short story, the same thing happens. The trucks start beeping the horns, and they get the message saying, if you don't refuel the trucks, we're going to kill you all. So they feel that they have to go do that. And so that happens here as well. And I'm sure I have a clip.
Incredible. They want us to feed them.
Feed them? Fuck them. Let them starve. Half of them's out of gas already.
All right, you bastard. Tell all your friends the main line's open. I got the best shit on the East Coast, practically uncut. You got that fuck face?
Oh, it's cool as fuck, Emilio. Actually, now that I think about it, he's awesome in this.
I bet Emilio was straight on the phone to his agent after that, man. After filming that scene, like, what the fuck, man?
That's the worst movie he's ever made, isn't he?
He did.
So they're forced to refuel these trucks. They all get in on it, and all day long they're just refueling all these trucks. There's a big queue of like a gajillion trucks outside, like down the highway, all in a big queue waiting to get fueled up. And like I said in the original story, that's when they're talking about we're going to be their slaves, they're going to be our overlords, and the whole world's going to be overrun by trucks, and we'll have to do whatever they want, and it'll be a new world where the trucks are at the top of the food chain. And but Emilio Estevez, he's got a plan. Plan is to escape, and he knows of a place where they don't have any vehicles on this little island, so they need to get to this marina and get on this boat. The boat doesn't have any mechanical things on it, so if they can just get to this boat, then they'll be able to sail to this island, and they'll be safe until the danger's over. So he has this plan, and let's see them escape from the truck stop. Let's have a look. a lot of survivors, isn't there? A lot of people get through this, unlike trucks, where actually the trucks is a lot more like condensed. It's like the Maximum Overdrive's on quite a big scale. You see stuff happening everywhere, and there's loads of people at the truck stop, and there's loads of trucks. Conversely, the trucks movie is very, very scaled down, and I guess because it's the TV movie and the budget. But so they've escaped. The trucks ain't happy with that, so they trashed the truck stop, and our plucky gang are making their way to the marina. So let's have a look at right. So they make their way to the marina. Let's have a look.
Adios, motherfucker!
Green.
I like that the Green Goblin truck. It's around the whole movie. It's kind of there, and you see it, but it doesn't actually do very much, does it? But at the end, like the final bit of that's the end of the movie. It's happy ending, which is good. Unlike trucks, which is not a happy ending. But when I was watching that, I was thinking that guy's there. He hangs back. He sees a dead woman with a hand sticking out the car with a big diamond ring. He's like, I'm having that. And he goes to get it. And somehow this massive 18-wheeler
creeps
is
up
sneaking up on him. And it doesn't hear anything. It's nighttime at a marina, no noise. And it's sneaking up on him. And he just like grabs the ring. He's so happy. And then he turns around and the truck's just there. And he manages not to get out of the way between the 100 yards of the truck and him. Cool scene anyway, but like I said, it makes zero sense.
Yeah, totally.
But it's happy ending. They get away, and that's the end of the movie. So yeah, it is a good movie. It's not one of my faves, to be honest. When I decided to do this stream, I would normally only do a comparison video if one of the movies I loved. I need to have a love for one movie to keep my interest. But the fact that Trucks, I'd only seen it for the first time, I think it was a week or 2 weeks ago, and it was so bonkers. I was like, we've got to talk about this because I'd never seen the movie before. I'd known it was a TV movie, and I'd seen those horrible posters for it, and I'm thinking it's just going to be just a low rent, low budget TV version of Maximum Overdrive, and it kind of is, but it just goes there, and it's got it's got a bit of balls to do things that are so wacky and so outrageous, and it's got to be seen to be believed, in my opinion.
It does.
But what's your final thoughts on Maximum Overdrive?
My final thoughts on Maximum Overdrive is, listen, it's not it's not 90 minutes that are down the toilet. It's entertaining enough. It's pacey enough. It's just vapid and empty entertainment for me. It's not a world changer or anything like that. But it's not offensively bad or anything like that. And there's some.
You don't need to watch it every year, do you? I mean, literally once every few years. Have a good time with it, and then come back to it a few years after that. It's not a movie that's close to your heart, even though it's good, it's enjoyable. Not wrong with it, really. I mean, it's just a fun, stupid film that kind of. I mean, it does deliver. I mean, it does deliver, but those little problems that we mentioned throughout, I think, if they had addressed those things, I think it would have made it, I don't know, a bit more classic than what it is. But it does have iconic things about it. Like I said, that truck is absolutely iconic. It's cool as anything, it really is. Yeah. And like I said, it's a shame that the characters aren't a little bit better. Emilio Estevez aside, and it's a shame it doesn't lean into the horror aspect as much as it does, because it turns out it's really a sci-fi action movie and the horror comes just from the carnage. Really, am I right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
What about you, Elwood? What's your final thoughts?
It's not a horror movie. It's definitely an action movie, isn't it? Science fiction.
Yeah.
You can tell that Stephen King's totally off his nut.
Yeah.
But
it's like I said,
he hasn't made one since, hasn't it? That's his only
no,
one.
I think I was the first and last.
So that just goes to show that he was just fucking.
I mean, he did a good job.
He was drinking as well at the time.
Problems with it. There's problems with it, and like I said, it's not scary. I mean, they could have made it scary. I mean, there's a lot of movies where the trucks are the antagonist and it's scary, or like, I mean, think of like Roadkill, or Duel, or first half of Jeepers Creepers. Yeah, I mean, those things are malevolent, are like proper malevolent. So here you don't, you're not really scared of anything. I mean, like you said, the knife bit is, I mean, that is kind of scary. That thing just happening, because you can just imagine something just happening like that. But everything that they show, it's like it's pretty easily avoidable, to be honest.
Yeah. I think that was my biggest problem. You know, you look at the likes of Duel, you look at the likes of Jeepers Creepers and Roadkill. In all those movies, you've got, you know, and again, I think Maximum Overdrive is nicely shot, but you've got cinematographers on these movies that actually give emphasis to the vehicle's speed. You don't really get too much of an essence that these vehicles are going at a pace that they're going to, you know, absolutely wipe you out, or it's going to be a close shave even. You know, and that's why that's what makes these kills where that guy doesn't get out of the way more, because it seems like they're only going 10 miles an hour.
I was just going to say the other thing was the little thing that it made me think of it now. It's like, if you think about the movies like Duel and Roadkill and Jeepers Creepers, it comes out of nowhere, you know, like it takes like the Jaws route where the scare comes like it can come from any, like it can just appear, and there's like a fright in that. But in here, it doesn't feel like, because they're just there all the time anyway, so it never kind of comes out of nowhere. So I think he should have leaned in with the kind of thinking about like Jaws, like of a thing that can just pounce at any moment. I think it would have helped the movie a lot if it leaned into that instead of But I'm happy with the action in the movie, to be honest, and the explosions and the wreckage and the
lots of explosions, wasn't it?
Yeah, we like the explosions.
Explosions.
Yeah. So what would you rate Maximum Overdrive out of 10? I mean, I'm thinking a 7, a solid 7, because it's fun. It's fun, and and it knows it's fun, and it tells you right from the beginning that it's not to be taken seriously. But even so, has issues. But 7, that's it. I think. What do you think?
I'll give it about 5.5.
5.5. That's too low.
Yeah, I was gonna say 6. I'm gonna say 6. I'll be happy medium here, 6. I don't think. I think of other movies that are 7 that are better movies. Like,
okay, well, let's tell me this. When you, I don't know. You know, I never checked. Never checked. But tell me this: was it when you watched it recently? Have not watched it for a while. Hold on, and Peter, think about the time you watched it just before now, because I know it wasn't very long ago.
Yeah.
Am I still here? Okay. Was it the same as it was when you watched it years ago, or was it a bit better, or what?
Bit better.
Yeah, I thought it was a bit better as well, to be honest.
Yeah, I thought it was a bit better.
A few years back, after a long time, and thinking had good moments, but it just didn't have my interest that much. But I did enjoy it. Like, totally enjoyed it.
But not as much as Trucks.
Move on to Trucks.
Let's move on to Trucks.
Good little clips of Trucks. There's no need to watch the movie Trucks. Check this out, because I've got some cool little clips. Nice. So Trucks is another adaptation, same Stephen King story. They even took the name from the short story Trucks, and in this one, I think they used the same idea that Stephen King had to give some explanation of what's happening and why it's happening, because it's not there in the short story at all. And they do the same thing. They have an alien theme that it's something to do with aliens, and they're influencing the trucks. It's all down to aliens. Yeah, because it's set around Area 51, and they're always mentioned all the way through all the theories of what's happening, why it's happening, always seems to come down to aliens. So again, it's a shame because this one does take itself a lot more seriously, and because of that, it's the wacky bits. They seem a lot more ludicrous and harder to swallow than in Maximum Overdrive, which is telling you at the beginning.
I hope we've got this one clip, Vass, of the thing that's stuck in my mind. Like, I don't know if it's the same thing you guys are thinking of.
Oh, it will be.
I hope you've got this one clip that I'm thinking of, man. It was fucking. I was just.
You got to remember, it's only trucks this time.
Yeah, absolutely.
No lawnmowers,
no cash points, nothing like that. We're talking trucks here. Budget trucks. That's it. And you're not going to get 30 trucks a year. You're going to get 5. You're going to get 5, and you'll be fucking grateful for them. And your explosions, they're not going to be as fantastic. That's for sure. They're not going to be as fantastic.
This is true. I mean, it makes you wonder why they decided to do it. And let's talk a little bit about the cast of the movie, because there are some familiar faces. Well, it's Emilio Estevez, and I mean, a couple of people. Look, it's Maximum Overdrive. It's definitely got some money behind it. This one hasn't, and the cast. So the star, which is weird because if you look at the box art, the main guy is called Timothy Busfield, and they stick his name right there on the box art saying starring Timothy Busfield, like it's something to attract the viewer to the movie. And he's nothing, no personality whatsoever in this movie at all. No. And I think one thing I found a little bit strange, I don't know if it's a coincidence, probably is, but Timothy Busfield, I don't know if there was a TV show in the 80s called 30 something. Have you heard of it? 30 something?
Yeah.
Precursor to Friends, but a little bit more drama.
Yeah.
Was he in that?
Timothy Busfield was in that, and also in that was Peter Horton, who is in Children of the Corn. He's the guy in Children of the Corn, which is another Stephen King adaptation. So I don't know if that weighed in when they were trying to cast Trucks, saying who are we going to get to be the main guy in Trucks. I don't
the ginger one from
I just watched Children of the Corn last night, and that Peter Horton's there. He said no. I'm sure that he
get that pale man,
guy in
pale man with the ginger hair from 30 something. That's it. Get that pale man with ginger hair. But you know this movie set in the desert. Get the pale man with ginger hair. I said it makes perfect sense that a ginger-haired pale man would be in the desert. They love sun, ginger people. They love it.
So we can't really talk about anybody who's any performances, because none of the performances really.
Who was the girl?
Do
Who was
anything.
the girl, man? Who was the girl?
Oh, I mean, she's a good actress, but she didn't really do anything in it. She's very, very like sultry. She does all these sultry roles. She's in Demon Knight. She's in.
Have I seen her naked in any movies? I've got a funny feeling I've seen her naked.
You might have, because she normally plays sexy characters. Oh, she's in. I think she's in Loaded Weapon. She plays the Sharon Stone role. You know, they take off loads of movies, don't they? They do like, and she does the one in the interview scene. You know, where she does where she crosses her legs.
Well, the Beaver comes out.
Either that or Hot Shots 2. I don't know. I'll get them confused.
Hot Shots 2.
Hot Shots 2. She's in one of those.
It's Hot Shots 2. Because she has the beauty spot and she moves it, doesn't she?
Stone character.
Yeah. Hot Shots 2. You're right.
Yeah. So Trucks starts off, and the trucks straight away come alive. Okay, Maximum Overdrive. It's happening everywhere. It's all machines. They show us that in this movie, they're just really focusing on trucks of all types, real trucks, toy trucks, all types of trucks. And so everything's got to do with trucks. So in this movie, it starts off, there's like a junkyard. I think it's like a junkyard, and a truck just comes to life and smashes through the guy walks into his little shack, and the little truck thing just follows him and smashes through, kills the dude. That's how it starts. I've got the clip. I'll put it on. Oh, it's playing. It's not playing yet. Okay.
Yeah, he was having a shower, wasn't he?
Is that what he was doing? So there you go. So the truck's killed him. So this is something that happens all the way through the movie. The trucks are doing things that aren't mechanical. They're not the machine part of the trucks, but they're still influencing them. So it seems very, very supernatural what they're doing, and that doesn't make any sense. I'll give an example. The main lady, she works at the truck stop. Well, she pops in the truck stop, and she's going to a different town to pick up a bunch of people, and she does these tours of Area 51, that sort of area, and she's going to pick them up. So she drives past this shack that's just had this happen, the truck going through, and she sees the truck on the side of the road, and she's like, that's strange. Why is that truck there? What's going on there? But she just carries on at the town, and then straight afterwards, we see something happen, and it's like, that doesn't make any sense. Well, I'll just show it. I'll just show it. I'll put the same thing. That's the wrong clip. It's this clip. Sorry.
Why does the truck
Somebody explain to me how is that happening? Because it's not an electric window, like a mirror, not electric mirror. It's just like a mechanical. It's not even. How is that moving? How is that turning? Because there's no force behind it. There's no electrical thing that's going.
Aliens.
Because they're alive.
Aliens.
They're alive, man. Vast.
Yeah. Are they alive?
Yes, they're alive. They're talking to each other, aren't they? Remember when they're outside the thing, they're communicating with each other. You know,
the whole point is it's machines that are coming alive, machines. But that part of it is not a machine part of it, is it?
Listen,
it's like if a tire came off a car. Right?
Johnny Five is a machine,
and the tire couldn't have a mind of its own and start going around and killing people because it was part of a car, part of a truck.
Hold on,
that doesn't make any sense.
Are you questioning the credibility of the movie Trucks?
I didn't make any sense to me why it would be doing that. But anyway, if it was supernatural, it would make sense because there'd be the supernatural force doing that. The aliens are controlling things, mechanical things, and that thing there. I don't know how it's doing that. I don't know.
It needed to see. It needed to see.
It needs to, but it doesn't have the ability to do that. It just does not. I'm telling you, it does not. Right, okay, so let's move on. I don't know. Right. So we get a bunch of repetitive scenes of dudes in trucks, and suddenly the control of their truck is taken over by some force. And we get two scenes in a row, so I'll quickly play those scenes. So the first one is I think it's like a fridge truck, like a refrigerated truck. So let's take a quick look at that. What's that?
Who's out there? What are you trying to pull? Let me...
Hey, what you trying to pull? Who's out there? Let me out of here.
How is it closing the door and doing the lock thing on it? I mean, it doesn't make sense. How is it doing that?
Because it's aliens.
Intelligent.
It's alive.
How is it?
Alive.
How is it moving it? How is it having the power to do that? If it could do that, why is it needing machine? It could just move anything it wants at any time. It could just literally just pull you out of the car and squish you. Just if it has that sort of telekinetic ability, it doesn't make sense. Otherwise, if it can do that, why does it need to control the truck? It can just get the guy and just kill the guy with that telekinetic power. No,
Fussy. Right? You're saying that you're okay with the steering wheel moving part of the truck. You're fine with that bit, right? But when it comes to wing mirrors, ridiculous. Come on, man. It's the same fucking principle, man.
I'm fine with it taking over the machine, controlling the machine. That makes sense. But I don't understand how it's controlling stuff that's not part of it. It's added. It's not part of them. It's not mechanical, dude. It's just like it's a door. It's a door. It's got a hinge on it, but there's nothing. If it's an electric door, I'd understand because it controls the electric things. But it's not. It's just like it's an analog door. It's literally you have to close it to do it.
So it's a steering wheel.
Can I just say, look, if it could do that, right? A big part of the story is that it's forcing the humans to refuel the trucks. If it had that ability to do that, it wouldn't need the humans. It could just go over to the bloody thing and lift the handle, pick up the thing, stick it in the thing, and start pumping it by itself. It could do it all by itself if it could. If it had that telekinetic ability, could it not do that?
Get the inflatable hazmat men. They could pump it up, couldn't they?
Totally.
Anyway, look. So that's a refrigerator truck being taken over. That's another truck. It's heading towards the truck stop, and then we get this chemical truck, and same thing happens. Literally, next scene.
That was good explosion.
Yeah, I was going to say there goes the budget.
Not half bad. So there's the cover story for the movie. Is that it's brought? So there's news reports all the way through the movie. And strangely enough, every time an important thing comes up on the TV starts working, so we can listen to those bits, and then it turns itself off. Which is I don't know why that's happening either. But anyway, so the cover story is that there's been this chemical leak that's happened around the town. And the town's cut off. So that's why nobody's going in to investigate. But they're going to send some cleanup people, and we'll see what happens with them.
Yeah. I hope they're all right.
So far, like I said, like right from the get-go, this movie's not making any sense at all. And there's too many things that are like they're not proofread these scripts. They're just like, how do they write? Okay, this is going to happen and this is going to happen, and someone's not reading it and going, wait a second, that doesn't make no sense. What are the rules? There's no rules there. You just make it up as you go along. But anyway, so I don't even know what this is. I'll show the clip, then I'll explain it because I don't even know what how to cue this one up. Have a look. You know what? That's totally out of order. That's right at the end of the movie. I don't know why it's there. Shouldn't be there. It shouldn't be there. Shouldn't be there. Right. So we'll get on to that. So the trucks arrive at the truck stop. Same as Maximum Overdrive. They're circling the truck stop. People can't escape.
There's a lot of truck circling in this movie, man. A lot.
Yeah. And in this one, there's not just a truck stop. There's some other little places where people are. There's like a little garage on the side, and there's a little hotel bit there. So the people are a bit more spread out, and but they're trying to get to one, all be in the same location, and so they managed to do that, but the people that are in there, they're, like I said, these characters are not very good characters, and they just end up pretty much getting themselves killed half the time. And I'll tell you what's weird. So in the movie, every time they step out, the trucks go for them, and they're like, shit, and they run back inside. And then there's one scene in the movie where they're literally having a conversation outside the truck stop, like sitting on the bench, and she's like just sitting there on the on the edge of the things, like a banister there, and she's just sitting there looking out at the trucks, and they're having like a conversation. And I'm like, well, 2 seconds ago, every time you stepped out the place, the trucks went for you, and now they're just having a chat outside. And I'm like, is that not dangerous? And like, there's like no danger there at all, and the trucks don't even go for them or anything. I thought it was very, very strange.
Very strange.
Anyway, so you agree? Do you not agree?
Yeah, I agree. Very. Did you know what? I think that's my biggest issue with this film is, and Maximum Overdrive for that everyone's so fucking dumb, just so fucking dumb. You know what I mean? If there's a right thing and a wrong thing to do, they will always pick the fucking wrong thing. And you know, in horror movies, you know, usually once or twice in the movie, someone will do something dumb, and you let it off because it's a horror movie, you know, blah 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 blah. But all the way through this fucking movie, they're all fucking dumb, and they all got really bad attitudes in this movie, like constantly with each other all the fucking time. Like, and I'm like, I want you all to die, man. Apart from that chick of Hot Shots Part 2, like
exactly. Yeah, there's not one like character you can get behind in this in trucks. It's like they're really, really badly written. As like even the lead guy, he's a dick.
He's a dick.
He's just a dick, isn't he?
Yeah. And there's that scene where,
like, they don't have any like ideas or anything. They're just kind of rolling along.
No, they do. That escape through the pipe was a good idea.
Oh yeah. Through the pipe.
Yeah,
pipe.
yeah, it was.
Well, the trucks were on it straight away, weren't they? Blocked
Nah.
up one side, then got the exit. I thought that was really good. That
quite genius. That, to be fair, quite good. That.
Yeah, actually, that's in the short story. That there's like a pipe, and they go through the. That's in the short story as well. I've just had a notification saying I've been neglecting the comments, so I'll quickly go through the comments before we move on. Michael Myers is hi Mike. He says this machine is called me an asshole. Yeah, that's right. Maximum Overdrive is a classic. Wouldn't change a single frame. It is good. The Old Boy. Elwood, you read that, Elwood? Can you read it?
MO7, Elwood, right? You reckon it's as good as the Life's a Host? Or I Saw the Devil. It's fun, but 5 at best. All right.
Yeah, I'm not sure what movie that was. That was in the game we played at the beginning.
No, he's saying you give Maximum Overdrive 7, so therefore you're putting it up right. I Saw the Devil.
Oh. Right,
that's exactly what he's meaning.
Right, Michael Myers says Maxim had a Jack in the Box which came to life. Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah. The truck shouldn't come to life at all, as a human hand is needed to turn the key.
Do push start button.
Yeah. To be fair, the key that starts it, it's internal, isn't it? Whatever the mechanism is internal, so it could work backwards from the inside out. If that had control of the inside of the thing, it would work back. Yeah. Holy moly, Vast, it's an analog door. You're a freak, Broski. Okay, fair enough.
Analog door.
I have big problems with it, but okay, no, everyone else is fine with it.
Analog door.
Okay. So in this movie, one of the redneck dudes, he gets stuck in one of the cabins, and he has an idea to escape. He says, I'm going to make some Molotov cocktails. I'm going to run out there. I'm going to throw them on the bloody trucks, and I'm going to escape. But one of the guys who owns that truck that's literally possessed, he's like, that's my truck. Don't be throwing Molotov cocktails in my truck, even though the trucks are all evil now. So he runs out, and it turns out very badly. So let's have a look at that.
Okay, let's go, boys.
Truck. That is my truck. You bastard! I got. Oh, damn. No!
Did you not see his mate go in that truck? Did you not think, oh, my mate just got in that truck. Maybe I shouldn't throw the thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
two guys.
You know what? That guy was drunk. He got unlimited access to Budweiser. Sat where he was. He had a good plan. It was going swimmingly, and then my truck. I'm like, free beer. You're insured. Don't worry about it.
Exactly. Yeah. The moral there is, if you're in jeopardy, don't be like, don't be drinking, don't get drunk, don't get high, stay sober, you know, and be logical, and you know you'll get out.
That's not what I meant.
Oh, okay.
I meant the opposite to that. I meant, you know, just you
we're gonna die. Let's just get fucked up. That's what you mean, yeah.
I meant just sitting drunk. Don't get in the truck. You know, if you're drunk, don't get in the truck.
Right. So let's get on with the crazy scenes. And so there's a scene that it doesn't even need to be in the movie. No reason for this scene to be in the movie, because it's just wacky. And if it wasn't in there, it wouldn't change the story at all. But it's in there and it's bonkers. So there's a postman. He's delivering the mail to a toy shop, and there's a little toy truck. And because it's a truck, it's the aliens have possessed the truck. And now it's a killer toy truck. And let's take a look.
What? Why, you little...
I thought that was brilliant.
I think they thought that if they had lots of gore to it, it would sell it, that it's a thing that would happen. But that's it's not even a big toy truck. It's literally this big.
Little toy.
A plastic little plastic toy truck. And it kills the dude.
Is it just me? Or does it sound like a fucking dog? Is it supposed to sound like a dog? Can you hear little dog sound bites in there and that? Yeah.
Did you cut that scene? Because I'm sure it hit him on the leg about 3 times.
I mean, that's on. It was on a long time.
It could have hit him in the leg 50 times. It wouldn't have made a difference. Literally, he could have kicked that sucker away, man. Yeah, it's like a little toy truck, man.
Oh, how about this? Pick it up. Just pick it up. Yeah, fucking pick it up.
Oh, let me just walk off. Just walk off.
Yeah. Just pick it up and launch it. And say,
exactly.
That was a silly scene. And tonally, you know, it doesn't fit that movie whatsoever. Like, because the rest of it,
it's played seriously. That's not played like a joke scene.
Yeah.
That's played like deadly serious. Like it's a normal thing. Like that's fine. We'll just have the toy truck and they'll buy it. I'm like, dude, that's nuts. What are you talking about, man? It's like that's when that the movie lost me there. Totally lost. I had all these little questions. Stop making sense, and then that came up. I'm like, fuck off.
Yeah.
But it was like, you know, it's gutsy as fuck to do that scene. Like it's a proper gutsy. But I was like, geez, man. I knew that movie would be remembered for that scene because I checked it on the YouTube. There's loads of clips of that scene. I'm like, of course there is. Of course there is.
Is it not remembered for another later scene?
Yeah, probably that one as well. But this one is the one that came up the more.
Okay.
So we put up the next daft scene then with the chem suit.
Yes. Yes.
So while they're in the truck stop, these news broadcasts are coming up all the time saying there's been this chemical leak. Stay in your homes. We're going to get some cleanup crew to come out and clean it up. And so the cleanup crew comes there. They see the smoke coming from when that truck had smashed into the electrical thing. Yeah. And so they said, oh, I'll just play the clip and it's see if it makes sense.
What the hell? Shit. BC 972?
Looks like something out of goddamn Area 51 to me.
You better suit up, buddy. I'll go check on the gear.
I repeat, this is Andromeda 601. Base, come in. This is Andromeda 601. Base, come in. Over.
Damn, that was fast. What'd you do, man? Cut yourself or something?
Genius.
Air in a suit, dude. Literally, but it's just a guy in a suit. It always needs a guy in a suit.
But spoiler! It's just a guy. It's just a guy in the suit.
No, I mean, obviously, when you watch it, it's just a dude in a suit.
I was going to ask you how they did that with an inflatable suit.
And that's an air guy doing that. A guy filled with a suit filled with air is doing all that.
Yeah, that's what.
Again, I think they went extra on the gore to try and sell it, but like I ain't buying that. Like I'm buying that for a second.
Yeah. Did you notice the little the emblem on the suit was TIT, T-I-T? I chuckled at that. Yeah, TIT.
I was too wild by all the stupidness happening. I didn't actually notice that. But when the second guy was getting axed, he was getting axed at the exact same spot each time. It was the exact same wound over and over again. But
when you're inflatable, you don't have that much like dexterity to like.
Yeah, I guess. Of course,
inflatable.
It would wibble. It would wibble in that, man. The axe would bounce off and go. You would, man. You would. So that was essentially fucking Otto from Airplane. That inflatable pilot. Otto, murderous Otto. That's what that was, man. But
I mean, everything about that scene is wrong. I mean, everything is like just ridiculous about that scene. It's like, what did you think when you first saw that? Because like, seriously, if I was having a drink there, I would have spat that sucker out when I was watching that scene. It was like, just like, I was like, what the, really? Are you doing that? But
yeah, it was kind of
unbelievable.
I mean, to be fair, my mouth was open with the toy car scene. So after that, honestly, all bets were off. After that, inflatable man, fair enough. You know what I mean? I've just seen a fucking Tonka truck kill a man, so you know, what's this inflatable man and men in this fucking movies? But you know, fair enough.
Inflatable men, yeah.
Again, there's nothing mechanical about the suit. It's just a suit. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Once it's filled with air, it's air in a suit. I mean, it doesn't even make sense how it's being controlled. I mean, forget about the fact that you couldn't do that. Like, even if you had a remote control that and made it mechanical, made it like remote control, like you couldn't do that. But, like,
hold on. Screen's gone black. Policy violation. Just had a message.
Oh shit! Oh no! Yeah. Oh no! Oh no! Okay, thank you.
I wasn't there. I literally had to.
Yeah.
You were playing a lot of them clips, like, weren't you?
Yeah.
Oh, we're there. Scotty's saying we've just come back on.
Yeah. Are we back? All right. We'll see what happens. Right.
No more clips, guys.
No more clips.
We'll just describe the clips.
Right. So, okay, I won't put any more clips on, even though I've got some good clips, but I won't put them on. Hopefully, we'll stay on to the end. I don't know. I mean,
you're not going to get to see my fucking. Actually, there's two favorite bits. Can we talk about my two favorite bits?
We'll just talk about it.
Okay. There's a scene in this movie that's implausible and fucking stupid, but I kind of liked it for comedy value. We're off again.
Yeah, just in policy violations.
Oh, we're off.
I don't know if we're on or not. I can't tell. Can somebody in the comments mention it?
I keep getting messages like, but if I answer the message, I don't know if I'll lose this.
What have I done? This might take my channel down, you know.
What?
He said if I get another violation, my channel is going to get taken down.
That would suck, delusion. Channel over trucks.
It would, yeah, exactly.
How do you lose your channel, Vass? Well, you know that classic.
Are we on? Are we on? Okay, we're on. Right, okay, good. Oh, it said you're back. Joe Norton said you're back. All right, cool.
Nice.
Just come back or what?
Yes.
But yeah, I don't know if they heard all that stuff we were talking about, that wacky scene there with the guy, the suit inflated with air, killing people. Yeah. But go on. I won't show any more clips. What was that one that you had in mind?
There's a scene in this movie where there's a fucking guy up an electricity pole, right?
I've got that scene.
He's dangling off this crane, right? And bearing in mind, that's exactly what happens, by the way, when you go up a crane to go on to electricity pole. You're always completely alone. There's no one ever downstairs, down in the truck, just in case you fall. It's always a one-man job, that, like, yeah. But anyway, he's dangling off this fucking thing, and the power that's controlling the truck starts to move the crane thing. He starts wobbling. He's going, no, man, no. And he's screaming. He's going, Jesus, God, no. Right? And he's clearly grabbing the electricity pole. You know, there's nothing forced by this. In fact, the crane isn't really even moving. It's him swinging himself and that, right? He literally grabs hold of this electricity pile and then pretends to get
to do that.
Yeah, totally. It's.
He literally gets out the cabin himself. He's like, "What's going on down there?" Like he's up in the air, and I'm like, "What do you think he's gonna do?" He literally climbs underneath and gets out, and then falls down. I'm like, "Did you mean to do that? Why don't you even stay in the cabin?"
Yeah. I mean, there's that. My other scene that I really liked from this movie, like in a comedy way, was the young girl and the hippie. And basically, the young girl decides she loses her shit and she decides to run out into the middle of the street. And the hippie guy To answer the phone. That's right. That's answer the phone. Yeah, and the hippie guy runs after her. They turn around. There's a truck just coming about 4 miles an hour towards them, and the hippie guy, rather than stepping 2 paces to the left, he chucks the girl out the way, and then he gets hit by the truck. So the girl causes this nice man's death. He's the only nice person in this movie, and she causes his death. Right. Yeah. And the girl's dad grabs her and runs her to safety, right? Picks her up to safety, right? And when you see the fucking camera, it's clearly a mannequin that he's holding. And it's rigid as fuck, like a body is that way. And he's got this lightweight mannequin that he's running off with, man. I'm like, why? There's a lot of mannequins in this movie, man. A lot of mannequins in this movie, man. But yeah, I thought that was hilarious, that bit, like, to be fair.
Yeah, it's weird. Apart from the scene with the chem truck, the crazy scenes don't even need to be in there. I mean, the guy up the electricity, like on that lift thing, messing about with the electricity cables. That scene was like, it's like literally they escape from the truck stop, and they blow the truck stop up, and their plan is to one of the guys who's at the truck stop is he used to be in the army. He can get hold of a helicopter. If you get to this location, we'll take you in the helicopter and we'll take you to safety. So they escape the truck stop. They blow the truck stop up. He blows the truck stop up, and they're making their way to this destination point. And then the scene just appears out of nowhere of this guy up with the electricity thing.
It was very strange, wasn't it?
Electrocuted. It doesn't even need to be there. And the same with the toy truck scene. It like didn't even need to be.
No,
in
there was
movie.
Every need for the toy truck scene to be in it. It's the movie.
It smelled a bit like reshoots. It smelled like, you know, the gore bits smell like reshoots. They smell like this isn't violent enough. This isn't scary enough. This isn't this. Go and shoot some additional death scenes.
I think it was made for cable or something because it's pretty gory for a TV movie.
Yeah. No, it's pretty gory for a TV movie right now, but it felt like they were done after the fact. They had nothing to do whatsoever with the story or anything like that. It felt like, oh, do you know what? We've made this movie. It's only 75 minutes long. We need a 90-minute movie because we're going before the Super Bowl or whatever. You know what I mean? It'll be some kind of decision like that. Film some more death scenes. I mean, to its credit, this movie, to its credit, and it's probably the only thing I really like about the movie, I liked its ending. I liked its ending. I liked its downbeat.
Coming from a mile away.
No, I didn't actually. Because
half a mile away. Could you tell them how the movie ends?
Okay.
So they get to the destination point, where they're going to meet the helicopter.
That's right. Yeah. So they're escaping. Their final escape. There's a helicopter that's going to meet them. This guy who was in the army is going to fly them out. So there's, I think, the couple, the son, and the couple and the son, and the daughter's already in the helicopter. So they evade the truck, just misses them doing 4 miles an hour and goes over like a. How did
the truck know where they were going? Because the truck just appears there. They see their location, they see the helicopter, and then they look over and the truck's there. I'm like, well, how did the truck know? Because it's not like they were going on the road; they were avoiding the roads. They were like going through like a cross country, and then they got to where they need to be, and the truck's there. I'm like, how the hell did the truck get there?
Well, I'll tell you in a minute once I get to the end of the story. Okay. Right? I'll tell you in a minute. So what happens is the truck misses them by about. So the helicopter pulls up, lands. And they go, there it is, and it's got the doors open and they're sprinting for it, but there's a truck chasing them, and it's all very dramatic and it's all very scary and everything like that. And they run about 5 miles an hour, and the truck's going about 4 miles an hour. They get on the helicopter just in time, and the helicopter takes off, and the truck goes over what I can only describe as a BMX ramp into a fucking puddle. That's the climax, right? It goes into a puddle. Yeah. It's not even a fucking river or anything like that. It's a puddle. It goes splish, right? And that's it. And then they get in this fucking helicopter, right? And to be fair, I knew something was off because the ginger bloke who's been fucking, miserable all the way through this movie, he's like that going, woo, woo, we made it. Yeah, we made it. And he's been all so happy and all this. And then he congratulates everybody and all that. And the daughter's acting a bit strange, but she could, a bit like Arnold Schwarzenegger at the end of Predator. She's kind of like that, and then he goes in the front of the helicopter to go and greet the pilot and say, thank you. and there is no pilot.
That's it. Now I remember.
There's no pilot. The helicopter is flying itself. So I think the helicopter told the truck, "Hey, mate, they're over here. We're going to pick them up."
Right, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
In an absurd way, that actually makes sense.
Yeah.
Now I remember. I totally forgot the ending there until you explained it to us.
Little message comes over as well on the helicopter, like sit down and relax or whatever. Like, we're gonna take it away.
Yeah. So I like the ending. I like the fact that you assume they die because the helicopter flies off, and it was quite downbeat, and I kind of like that ending. But that was the only thing I liked about trucks. Like, to be fair, it's a strange one, Vass. It took me 2 sittings to get through this movie. Like, I got halfway through to the fucking postman getting killed the other night in bed watching it, and I went, fucking hell, I'll come back to that tomorrow. And I went back to it today. I kept putting it off and putting it off. Elwood texted us and goes, "We're doing trucks versus Mad Max Overdrive." And I go, I think I replied to you saying, "I'm halfway through trucks. It's brutal." It's fucking brutal. But I mean, there's some daft fun to be had in there. But it's kind of like Plan 9 from Outer Space bad. With regards to the deaths and all that don't really need to be in there.
But you're right. The bits in between have no interest. Like the characters, like the interactions and things. There's zero interest in any of it, of what anybody's doing. Like, the only things that are worth watching are these like audacious, stupid things that are happening in the movie. But around that, there's nothing.
Yeah.
But I mean, Maximum Overdrive is kind of the same. It's not really, between the truck bits, it's not really that interesting, or the scenes of carnage and stuff. But at least there's like a tone of fun in that movie that keeps you going along. But this one here is so dead serious. It just makes it even more like fantastically silly. And it's like, it's just a weird sort of balance it's got in that movie, in Trucks, that it's like the tone is serious, but all these outlandish, stupid things are happening. And it's like, well, what am I supposed to be feeling about this? It knocked me off balance the first time I saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're both very, very silly movies, like, aren't they? Very, very silly.
They are both bonkers, like. But the name of this, are we supposed to decide which one's more bonkers? Is that the?
Yeah.
Is that right? Okay. I mean, it's fucking difficult, like, to be fair. But it's got to be Trucks. It's got to be more bonkers, surely.
Yeah,
the Tonka truck and the inflatable axe.
Inflatable man. I forgot about the inflatable man. I must have been dozing off. I must have been fucking dozing off. In fact, I must have dozed off because I remember them getting axed, and I thought, "Oh, what's that about?" And then it just never got referred to again in the rest of the movie. Oh, wow, right, okay. So I must have dozed off. Yeah. So actually, the guy inflating there, when I watched that clip, that's the fucking first time I've actually seen that. I was like, "Holy shit!" And it makes perfect sense what Elwood said. Now, why didn't they just refuel the fucking cars? They've got a blow up man. Good fucking, if you can wield an axe.
Yeah. Why didn't he not just get in the front seat and start driving? I mean, he can just
totally
do it all.
Totally, man. Yeah. Strange films. But yeah, I mean, listen, I'd love to have seen, the other ideas that were knocking around the office that day when they were pitching Trucks. Like, what the fuck? What were the other pitches that they turned down?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? But bonkers. So I'm going with Trucks as the most nuts out of the pair of them. Yeah. Probably one of the most nuts films I've ever seen. To be fair, as in silly bonkers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, Maximum Overdrive's got, like, you can just tell from the number of clips I had about 12 or 13 from Maximum Overdrive, and had like 6 from Trucks, and 3 of those were just the mental scenes. The guy up the electricity wire thing.
Yeah, it's a shame we couldn't show that. Like,
and the toy truck. I mean, you had to have those scenes in there. Yeah. Like, if those weren't in there, the movie would be totally forgettable, absolutely forgettable. but those scenes are just like so audacious. You like, can't ignore that. Like,
no,
I'm gonna watch it again.
So this copyright violation. Can you show movie trailers?
I think it depends. You know, I know a lot of people who do trailer reactions. Some show the trailer, but some don't show the trailers, and sometimes trailers have like copyright music on it and all sorts. So
all these other channels get away with showing everything, don't they? You have all these other
well, you know what the funny thing is, I've got this I've got this violation on Trucks. Trucks is on fucking YouTube. It's like 3-4 different places you can find Trucks. It's a cut version, but literally it's an hour and a half of Trucks. The movie straight through, and obviously they don't have violations on it. And I've shown like 4 or 5 clips, and I got a violation. And literally not one clip. Like a minute 20 is like the longest clip.
There you go, viewers. You heard it here. Trucks is on YouTube. Go and knock yourself out. Knock yourself out.
Don't watch it on YouTube because it's the
and also
version.
Amazon Prime.
Watch it on Prime.
Oh,
it's on Prime.
Yeah, watch it on Prime. Watch it on Prime. So let's rate Trucks then. So we give So Vasi, you were 7, I was 6, and Elwood, you were 5.
5 now.
On Maximum Overdrive.
Hello.
Another phone call.
Hello.
It's YouTube. It's the director of Trucks. Go, what the fuck are you talking about, man? It's fucking genius.
I fucking took the truck.
It's a masterpiece.
Was that YouTube, Bass?
No. It's just the wife was saying it might have been one of you guys saying the word tit instead of the clips. Just the thought. I'm sure tit's not really. I've just said it again. I'm sure it's not like you're going to get taken down for saying that.
No, we said motherfucker twice. Well, 3 times now.
3 times now. Yeah, we always swear on our streams. We've never been taken down. Yeah,
especially. I mean, the last stream I did, I was swearing my head off.
Yeah.
I got told off for it.
YouTube again.
No, by YouTube.
Oh, Vasi, while we've got you here, can you tell us? Last time we were on, you obviously, you ranted a wee bit about you had a beef on with other YouTubers. Did you hear anything back from that, or what?
No, I think they haven't seen it. I mean, I didn't tag them. I mean, I didn't do it so they could see it, and like I can like say like showing them like, yeah, you did this, and I think of you. I just did it because I just wanted to put it out there. I just wanted a chance to defend myself to anyone who had seen that. And well, even if anyone hadn't seen it, it's just like I thought it was out of order, so I thought I should have my right of reply, not to them, just generally. That was all it was. That's and I guess nobody's told them about it. But who knows? Maybe at some point I'll get a message or something. We'll see.
Fair. No, I
did watch it back like last week. I don't normally watch. I had no intention to watch it back. I thought, I shouldn't watch that. I wasn't even sure what I said, and I watched it back, and I was like, yeah, give him Elvas. Go on. I was happy with it. But yeah, no comeback from it yet.
Okay.
So I want to know what you guys think of Night Swim, because I saw Night Swim and I was like, I'd heard about it for a long time, and then I just saw the trailer came out of nowhere. I think it was like an advert, and it was the trailer, and I watched the trailer and I was like, wow, that looks really, really good. It was just a really good trailer, and I was looking forward to the movie. And I saw the movie, and it was like bland as anything, man. It was just like proper by the numbers horror film, like really like step by step. It was like it's a ghost in the pool.
It just look a bit crap,
it was a
doesn't it?
ghost in the pool, and like the jump scares didn't work. I didn't like it one little bit. What did you guys think of it?
I thought it was all right, man. I thought it was, like you said, by the numbers, kind of Blumhouse horror. I like Wyatt Russell though, so he's good value. Like,
is that what that was? I didn't realize.
Yeah. So I like him, and I want to see him in more movies. I think he's better than the movie Night Swim. Like, to be fair, I think he's better than that. Like, but listen, that's an hour and a half kind of went over quite nicely. It was all right.
I mean, like I said, the jump scares didn't work. Like, there was no fright. Like, the little monsters that showed under the water, they were awful, man. They weren't like scary. They were just like bloated.
Yeah, do you know what? The end where they go underwater and stuff like that, and there's this whole kind of other kind of dimension down there type deal. It kind of felt a little bit Poltergeist 2, the other side. Do you know when the end when they go into that kind of dream realm thing? And I didn't like Poltergeist 2, the other side. I didn't like the ending of it.
That's the worst bit of the movie. Yeah.
Totally, man, totally. But, did you watch the trailer for Late Night with the Devil?
I've never heard of it.
Yes,
it looks. Did you like the trailer?
Yeah, it looks good, doesn't it?
It does. It's got the proper 70s voiceover, trailer voiceover.
For a while, though, isn't it? No, it's not released for a while yet, I think.
End of March, I think. End of March. No, end of March or early April. But
who's made that? Who's made that movie?
I think it's a debut movie, mate. I think it's a debut movie.
Vibes, isn't it?
It does, mate. It does. It does. And you for a brief second where they've got the girl who's clearly possessed in the studio, you see just a snippet of this fucked up demonic face, and you're like, whoa, what the fuck? But like I say, all the folk that have seen it from Sundance have said this is scary shit, and the ending is bonkers, is what they're saying. The ending's absolutely bonkers. So it looks good. That's why I was saying, can we play trailers on this stream? Because, if you haven't seen it, whack it on, because it's fucking awesome. Like, but yeah, definitely get that watched.
What's it called again?
Late Night with the Devil.
Okay.
Late Night with the Devil. Yeah, looks good, man. Looks good. Oh man, listen, I'll tell you this. I'll tell you what happened to me this morning, man. This is what I was woken up with, right? So my ex, she kindly gave me all my stuff back. So I've got like my artwork back up now. Oh, hold on. Yeah, I've got my artwork back up over there. I've got all my DVDs and Blu-rays and stuff like that. So I've got all my stuff back. And to be honest, I've got probably too much stuff now. So I was sifting through, and I thought I'll whack some things on eBay and and just make a couple of quid off them. So I bunged on the Thing board game, which has never been opened. You know what I mean? I'm thinking, well, I don't know why I bought that anyway. So I bunged it on eBay, and that sold, and popped it in the post. I think it was like a tenner to send it in the post, man, to London. And the crack is with eBay now, you don't get your money until the buyer basically clicks a button and says, "I've received the item," right? And then they release your money. Right? Yeah, man, it's fucking sucks. So this morning, man, I get an email notification. We've sent you money. And I was like, oh, that's good news. And then I look to this account and I'm like, oh no, that's my joint account with the ex that I've just been taken off. And so I'm thinking to myself, I'm in bed, I'm raging at that, right? Because like I've already been absolutely fleeced by this woman, right? And so I'm thinking to myself, that little T-Rex. And the reason why I call her a T-Rex is because like she's dangerous and she's got small arms, isn't it? That little T-Rex will be sat at home, right? And a phone will have gone off and she'll have gone, oh, and she'll have looked at the notification on the phone, like similar to Jurassic Park, where the fucking T-Rex goes up to the window and his fucking pupil opens up like that, right? She'll have looked at it and she'll go, £50 has just hit my account from eBay. Peter has not changed the count. Got my money, man. So I phoned up eBay and I was like, can you just change it back, please? And they were like, it's gone. Sorry, your money's gone. So yeah, lesson learned there. Like, lesson learned.
Nightmare, man.
No, you never learn, mate. But yeah, never mind. So yeah, I don't know what I'm going to sell next. Do you know? I think I'm going to sell my Superman poster. Quite like it, but yeah, I'm going to sell it, I think. I've got some more artwork here that I've got nowhere to put, so I might get rid of that. We'll see, man.
I think the Thing board game sounds all right.
I know. Well, to be fair, I would have kept it if that had like lead figures, but there were bits of cardboard that you stick in bits of cardboard.
Oh man,
yeah,
really?
I was like that. Totally. If they had like proper McCready's and stuff like that, and their little lead miniatures and that, awesome. But nah, little bits of paper, man. So yeah, got rid.
Are you watching True Detective like that?
No, I haven't. I don't. I think I only saw the first season, and I haven't seen any of them since.
Well, to be fair, if you've seen the first season, this one kind of links with the first season, mate. So that's good. Okay. So you don't need to see the others. But you should really watch this one. It's good. It's good, this one. And I'm telling you, mate.
Season 4?
Yeah, season 4.
Season 4 is scary.
Right. What was season 3?
The episode was scary. You were totally right.
Oh, it's scary.
You what? Yeah.
Is it scary? Oh.
It's scary, mate. And you watch the first 2 episodes and you tell me that's not John Carpenter's The Thing. Tell me that's not John Carpenter's The Thing.
Same story.
Exactly the same story. There's even a fucking scene in the first episode, right, where they're in a scientific research station in the middle of, like, it might as well be Antarctica, mate, right? And they're all doing the thing, all men, right? And then one of them, they turned around, he's doing it like a YouTube video, and he turns around, there's this guy behind, and he's shaking like they do in The Thing, and he turns around, and he goes, she's awake, like that. And you think, that's mysterious, that's like The Thing. And then, something happens, and then Jodie Foster's, in this crime scene, and there's a TV area with all these DVDs stacked. Which DVD do you think is fucking front and center, right in the middle of it? The Thing, right? And then at the end of the episode, mate, they find the bodies of all of these dudes who were all melted into each other, contorted, like that movie, The Thing. It's totally like The Thing, like it's great.
Oh, you should check it out. I'm sold. I'm going to check that out.
Yeah, it's on Sky. Just one episode every Sunday, is it? Episode every Sunday?
Monday.
Every Monday.
Monday. So yeah, I think it's a good week of TV this week. Yeah. You what?
There's Jodie Foster in this one.
Jodie Foster, yeah. She seems to have slept with the entire village as well, which is a bit weird.
She does, She's been around, She's been around.
Isn't it strange? The True Detective, the first season was 2 guys. Like the second season was like a black dude or whatever. I'm not sure what third season, and now it's 2 women. It's like just.
I'm trying to think. The second season was
that not the black guy? Was
Vince Vaughn? No, it was Vince Vaughn. It was the bad guy and then it was
the black fella.
Yeah, then it was the black fella, and now it's these two women. But it's good, like it's good. I heard someone they were talking about it on Facebook, and there was someone complaining that True Detective season 4 is very woke. Like I don't know, I never. It hasn't really given me that impression that it's woke. Like that
these days.
Yeah, that awful blooming Christmas movie, It's a Wonderful Knife, that was woke. But True Detective season 4, no, it's good stuff. It's interesting. The guy Nick Pelosi or whatever his name is, who made the first season, who gave birth to True Detective, he's come out this week slagging season 4 off because he's come off slagging off. It's not what he originally intended, but there's a hell of a lot. I mean, tell me if you think I'm wrong here, Elwood, but I feel there's a lot of supernatural in this fucking season.
Oh, yeah, there's enough,
yeah, fair, yeah. So it's
spiritual stuff with the tribes and all that, the native tribes.
But there's ghosts. There's ghosts in this movie. Like, fucking ghosts.
I'm in.
Yeah, Alaskan ghosts.
All right, it's good. And did you hear that? So, new Evil Dead movie is coming. So they've hired a director for that. That will be coming out at the back end of next year, as well. So that's been confirmed. I think we're getting another.
Not related to Evil Dead Rise. Is it
completely separate story. Yeah, completely separate story. I can't remember the director's name. I can't remember the director's name. It's nobody that I've heard of before. But again, handpicked by Sam Raimi. And I think they've just confirmed a new Predator movie today called Badlands, and it's the same director who did Prey. He's just doing another story.
Oh, okay.
So I don't think it's connected. It's you what?
I remember when he was a YouTuber.
Prey was good, wasn't it?
I liked Prey. You hated Prey, man. You really hated Prey. It was great.
Off. I think I switched it off.
Yeah.
It's no Predator, that's for sure.
I'm rewatching Ash vs. the Evil Dead second time around, all 3 seasons. It's better the second time around.
I need to watch it again. Like I need to watch
His
it.
one-liners that just get even funnier and funnier every single time you say it. Every single thing he says, I'm just pissing myself laughing.
I love that fucking puppet, man. I love the puppet. When he's got the fucking little Ash puppet.
How would they get away with that gore? You talking about things like in bloody trucks getting banned and Maximum Overdrive where the thing spatters his head and that gets cut out. How Ash vs. the Evil Dead now? He goes up someone's asshole and in the middle of the bloody.
I think once you put a bit of comedy in there, mate, you can get away with a lot more.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, you can get away with anything. A bit of comedy, get away with anything. It's just the amount of gore in that, man. Yeah, I think it's brilliant. Ash vs. the Evil Dead.
I bailed on it halfway through season 3. I watched the first 2 seasons. I watched season 3. I lost interest. I didn't really like it.
I think
the psychics. I find them proper annoying. The psychic.
I found the psychics like.
I didn't like them at all.
I like that one where he was. He's on a pier and he's just tripping, and there's the wee iguana. He's talking to the wee iguana. That's comedy.
I think he goes back home and he Sam Raimi's brother is it Ted?
Ted Raimi, yeah.
He's a barman. He's behind the bar and he makes them like these drinks, all these drugs in.
Aye.
Pink fucks, I think they're called, something like that, pink fucks or something. And it's got like that horse tranquilizer in. What's that called? Ketamine or something.
Yeah, ketamine.
Got that in. They're all drinking that. And at the end, after the credits, Ash Bruce Campbell comes on and he has a little warning saying about drugs and it's only a TV show and stuff like that. So I let it run and normally switch it off because it starts straight after, doesn't it?
Yeah, totally.
But I let it run and he comes on at the end and he says about because it's not cool, kids, to take ketamine sort of thing.
I'll have to watch that one. That's cool. I'm surprised that it's still on Netflix. To be fair, I noticed it on the other day, and I thought I'm surprised this is still hanging around on Netflix because they've been getting rid of quite a lot recently. Like, yeah. But apart from that, I watched The Beekeeper. Vast. Have you watched The Beekeeper?
Yeah, I really enjoyed that movie.
I really enjoyed it as well.
One entertaining movie. I think it's my favorite. What's his face?
Statham. Yeah.
It's my favorite of his movies. I think it's his best one. It's like
me too.
Proper like old fashioned, just fun. I mean, I can imagine 20 years ago, Sly Stallone being in that role. It's like proper fun movie. That.
No, I enjoyed it.
I'm sure when they do a sequel, if they do a sequel, he's going to go to India and go to those call centers and fuck them up.
I know it starts off so small, and the next thing you know is it goes to government level, and you're like, what? I enjoyed it. Like I thought it was switch your brain off, just have a good time. It was brilliant.
Exactly.
No, I haven't seen it yet.
I watch one. It's really good.
Did we break? How many viewers do we have tonight at our peak, Bass? How many hundreds?
Probably more than 12.
So 10 or 11 or something, and that was
not 12.
You beat us.
Don't know if there you go.
God damn it!
She beat us.
You might watch it. You never know. Could happen.
That's true.
Well, Elwin mentioned you watched Horn for the first time. Can't believe you never saw Horn before.
I watched Horn for the first
like last week. Yeah, it is a good movie. Took me two watches to like really get into that movie, but yeah, it's a solid film. That
it must just pass me by. Yeah, I just didn't. I was like, "What's this?" I mean, sort of recognized the cover, and then I put it on. I was like, "No, I definitely haven't seen this." Like, yeah, I thought it was really good. Just came on Netflix a couple of weeks ago, didn't it? That's why.
Yeah. I think I've seen it about a year or so ago. I think.
I think it's 2 years now.
Maybe on Shudder or something like that. I don't know. Yeah. There's I tried to watch the movie with but I fell asleep halfway through the Bill S. Preston from horror movie on Shudder, or something about your neighbors or something like that. What's it called? You should check it out anyway. It's quite good. Lots of practical effects in there. It's good stuff. I'll get the title of it right now. I think it's like Love Thy Neighbor or something daft like that.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're watching these movies. You tend to fall asleep, don't you?
Well, we're getting old, mate. I have to say, I tend to drift off sometimes. Like,
there was this one that I was going to watch last night, and 2.5 hours it was on. I was like, oh.
I'm not sure I can commit that much to.
Well, it's 90 minutes.
I've got a message from YouTube. It says, "Hi, Horror Lives Matter. Due to a copyright match, your stream was interrupted. Streams are interrupted when copyright content is detected. After copyright material is no longer being streamed, streams are automatically re-enabled."
Never used to do that, though. It never used to do that, did it? I thought it just used to take you down and then tell you afterwards.
Yeah, banned us last time.
Yeah. I think we left it on too long, didn't we?
Yeah.
But these other channels get away with everything. They get away with clip after clip, full trailers. How do they get away with it? All in HD.
Yeah. I mean, I would have thought you'd be all right with trailers because they're meant for public consumption, aren't they? Yeah. You know, they want as many people to see a trailer as possible, surely. But I suppose if you sat there ripping the piss out of it, then...
How come TikTok don't mind you putting like copyright stuff on? I mean, I see it all the time.
See clips of movies and that on there, yeah.
Yeah, and music, like full, like people will be doing a TikTok live, and literally they'll be having music on the whole time, like commercial songs, like in the background, like super loud.
Well,
like
they've took a lot of songs off now, haven't they? TikTok, they've took a lot of songs off, haven't they? So now people have loads of videos in the collection where they're dancing to like nothing.
Nothing.
Zero. I think they fell out with some record company, haven't they? So yeah, you can't have your pop songs.
Right, should we wrap up then, guys? 2.5 hours. I think it's pretty good going.
That's good, man. It's good for us.
So what did you think about doing comparison videos? Do you think it's something you might want to do again?
Yeah.
Not just thinking. Maybe we could do Shocker versus House 3 because they're quite similar.
What? Where's Craven?
Serial killer going through electricity and killing people. And what do you think?
I'd be up for that. I'd be up for that. I haven't seen Shocker in years, and and I really like House 3. So yeah,
because they're both super similar, and it'd be good thing to compare. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Would you reckon?
Shocker was cute.
And they're both barmy movies as well. I mean, they're pretty bonkers.
Yeah. House 3 has a chicken that comes to life. Is it a turkey that comes to life? And that is, yeah, that'd be a good one, actually, mate. I'd be up for that. I'd be up for that, definitely.
Yeah. And maybe further down the line, we'll do Blumhouse ranking of Blumhouse films, horror films.
There's a lot of them in there.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there's a bunch we haven't seen either. But we can get through them and rank them. And we'll see how progressively worse they've been getting. Because they've got some good ones, but lately they're all being very samey, very.
Have you done an A24 one?
Lackluster. Say again?
Have you done an A24 one?
No, I won't be doing them, mate. I normally avoid A24 if I can help it.
Yeah, because there's too many. I like it.
Yeah. So work on that then, eh?
Do it. Yeah, absolutely. That'd be a good one, man.
Yeah.
That'd be a good one.
I'll put a few less clips in, or maybe break them down into smaller chunks, spread them out. Having full scenes. I edited them down. I don't know why. I thought it might have been all right and I didn't put one full scene in there. I proper clipped it and put it together. Maybe I should split it into pieces.
We got away with it. We got away with what, about 13, 14 clips before?
I think it's 3 clips I didn't get on there. That was it. But
chances are you played something with a bit of AC/DC playing too loud in the background.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think with some trucks, because it was it said it did it because it was detected it, and we were on trucks. We were well into trucks,
Oh, yeah,
like
we were
coming towards the end of trucks, and then it happened. So I think it's I don't think it's like there's a lag. I think it's doing it in real time, and like something brings an alarm, like set something off.
Yeah, if you can figure out how to get around it, it would be sweet, won't it?
Yeah, I don't think there is any getting around it.
Do you know what? Do you know what I'd like to do, man? Do you know what I think we should do one time, right? But again, it's that bloody copyright thing. Do you remember when we were kids, Elwood, right? We did that fucking Lost Boys video where you had your camcorder, you filmed your TV with Lost Boys, and we overdubbed the voices and that, just like literally ad-libbing as the movie was on.
Yeah,
I'd love to do something like that again. We should do something like that again. But again, how would you get on the copyright? There'd be no volume on, so it wouldn't be sound copyright. It would just be the picture.
It's not just that, because I used to do montages, videos, and they were literally, I had music on there to go with to cut to the music.
Yeah.
And so there was like no dialogue. It was literally music on top of the clips, and it would still get copyrighted.
God damn it.
So there's no way you could do that unless you had it like really small in the screen. But
yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Because I do see a lot of like YouTubers, like vloggers will be walking around, they'll go like somewhere, and if it's playing like the music, they're like, whoa, and they come up straight away because they know as soon as they film this area with that music, they're like, it's gonna knock up the whole video, isn't it?
Yeah. Me, I'm a danger man. I'll go for it, whatever, you know what I mean? Like,
well, at least you don't
give
get
it a go.
taken down. At least it just is. You just off air for a little bit.
Yeah.
And come back. So it doesn't really matter, doesn't it?
Exactly. The last time they binned the whole thing, so at least it's got better. That is better.
I mean, I could always do it like I did before with on the screen, have it dimmed down low, so you could see it.
That's how that lad gets away with his watch-alongs. You know that lad that you know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he has it on a tiny little screen, doesn't it? I'm saying I have a bit larger.
He's doing one right now, I think.
Is he?
Yeah, he's doing Revenge of the Nerds right now. Revenge of the Nerds.
Never seen it.
I've not seen Revenge of the Nerds.
Never seen any of them.
It is. It's all right. It's all right.
Not my cup of tea.
It's all right, man.
Right, I think we're gonna wrap it up, guys.
No problem.
Yeah. So yeah.
Thank you. Oh, by the way, was Dave Bush? Where's Dave Bush?
Yeah. Missed it. Was he on last time? I think he was on last time.
Yeah. Dave, where you at? Hope everything's all right.
Yeah, man.
I'm trying to get my little heart thing to work, but I don't know how to do a heart with me. And I'm need Taylor Swift, me, man. I don't know. I can't do that shit.
Right. There's one last comment there. Oh, actually, there's one from Undead of Night. There you go. The inflatable hazmat guy reminded me of the autopilot in Airplane. Yeah, you said the same thing, didn't you? Joe Norton says Valentine's night plans right there. I'm not sure what that was reference to.
That's about trucks.
What's in trucks? For Valentine's Day. And Dead of Night says compare the Thing with the prequel of the Thing.
Compare the Thing
from outer space. Well, the black and white one.
That would be better, wouldn't it? Comparing the Thing from outer space to the Thing. That might be.
Unless he's talking about because there's
I think he's talking about the 2015 The Thing and John Carpenter's The Thing. But I think it would be more interesting to do the black and white The Thing and that Thing, because it's a direct remake, isn't it? Like, well, it's not a remake, but same basic story. That'd be interesting.
Yeah, I'd love to do that. Love to do that.
Well, you could do Night of the Living Dead then, couldn't you? But you don't like the remake, don't you? Not fast.
I'm not a huge fan, no. Dawn of the Dead I like is a remake, but I wasn't a big fan of Night there. I never have been, you know. Remember watching it back in the day, and I didn't like it that much. And I think I liked it a little bit better, but still, I mean, it was fine. It was okay. Right, okay, guys, we're going to wrap it up, yeah? So, everyone, thanks for watching. We will be back. Don't know when, but it'll be right here. So, thanks for joining us, and we will see you next time. Do you want to say bye, guys?
Bye. Bye, everybody.
See you later. Have a good one.
Take it easy. Free Palestine.
My thumb came up there.
How'd you do that? It's so cool.
I think there's loads of other ones you can do. I think that one works.